முன்னாடி இருக்கவங்க எல்லாம் கொஞ்சம் please move around, giving place, don't crowd here, we won't know what actually is going on. Those who are standing in the second row, the நடுவுல இருக்க அந்த waveல உட்கார்றவங்க எல்லாம் please, men around, look here, men there, please sit down, please sit down. Annie, please come. Annie Vijaya. Annie Vijaya, may please come to the dais. We are starting a session. Engama Annie. Wait. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning and a very hearty welcome on behalf of Tamil Nadu Police. Before I start, I request one and all to be seated. Those on the last row, please be seated. In case your names are not written, it is of no issues. Please sit down. We'll be calling you. Okay, we start with the first session. A very good morning. Ladies and gentlemen, though the formal inauguration is scheduled at 11:30 a.m., we are commencing our first session now, considering the valuable time of a delegate and esteemed speaker. The first session is on recruitment training, gender-sensitive uniform procurement. The session will be for 90 minutes. We start with recruitment as we believe to start with the recruitment as nothing is more important than recruitment and training. At the end, we bet on people and not on the strategy. Ladies and gentlemen, throughout the conference, we had curated a series of insightful sessions where distinguished speakers will share their expertise, experience and knowledge, offering valuable perspectives for the benefit of all delegates. To begin now, I now invite Coordinator Tirumati Radhika IPS Additional COP to present the summary of the previous resolution. Before that, I stick to the timing. We have a total timing of 90 minutes. Brief introduction for 5 minutes by the coordinator. Guest speaker introduction followed by address by guest speaker. We are giving ma'am the 10 minutes. Then we'll have a presentation of memento. Then we'll have a recognition of achiever. Guest speaker presentation will be for 25 minutes. Delegate presentation 20 minutes. Presentation of Tamil Nadu participants will be 10 minutes. Interaction of participants will be 15 minutes. And summarizing the top and vote of thanks by the coordinator will be 10 minutes. So as a whole, it will be for 90 minutes. So good luck. We start with a happy note. Bye.
Respected DGP Madam, esteemed senior officers, distinguished guest speaker Ms. Anita Jaipal, dear colleagues and friends, a very good morning to all of you. It's a great privilege to serve as the coordinator for this inaugural session of 11th Conference for Women in Police. The theme of this session is recruitment, training and gender-neutral recruitments, which is the fundamental to shaping an inclusive, effective and progressive police force. These topics have been widely discussed in various forums, yet their relevance remains as strong as ever. This session presents a valuable opportunity to deliberate, exchange insights and propose actionable recommendations that can be standardized across the country. We are honored to have Ms. Anita Jaipal, Chief of HR at L&T Educard, whose expertise will provide invaluable perspectives. Despite her health challenges, she has graciously chosen to be present with us today, demonstrating remarkable resilience and unwavering dedication. Welcome, ma'am. Additionally, our panel of police officers brings a diverse range of experiences spanning from 5 to 28 years of service, ensuring a well-rounded exchange of insights. Some of the key resolutions from the previous conferences are the MHA Directive of 2013 mandates raising women's representation in state police to 33%, an objective that must be pursued with renewed vigor. States should aim to increase women police representation to 10% within 2 years and 30% within 10 years, noting that 9 states remain in single digits. Specialized forces should ensure at least 20% participation of women. Gender-specific terminology in policing should be phased out. 10% of training slots in all professional courses should be reserved for women police. The number of outdoor instructors should be increased through targeted training programs. I encourage and request our speakers to explore the key considerations such as how can recruitment policies foster inclusivity while maintaining professional standards? What are the best practices in training that support gender-neutral requirements? How do uniforms and accoutrements impact officers, particularly during life stages such as early pregnancy and postpartum? Many officers join the force with deep admiration for the uniform, yet certain phases in life pose challenges in wearing it. Addressing these practical concerns with thoughtful, equitable solutions is essential. I am confident that by the end of this session, we will have concrete, implementable recommendations that will drive meaningful change across police departments nationwide. I request all the delegates and participants to hold their questions and suggestions until the end of the session, ensuring ample time for constructive and interactive discussion following the presentations. I look forward to an insightful exchange, and once again, I express my deep gratitude to the organizing committee for entrusting me with this responsibility. Thank you.
Thank you, Radhika. Radhika is IGP. She's Additional Commissioner, CCB. Ladies and gentlemen, she speaks in silence, in stardust, in a language older than scripture and wilder than in any cage they ever built. She is not new, she is eternal. She has been doing this all hiding, and we found her. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for us to introduce our guest speaker. Srishti Singh IPS will read the citation of this guest speaker.
Good morning, everyone. It is my honor to introduce our guest speaker, Ms. Anita Jaipal, Madam. Some people talk about change, and our guest today has made it happen. Madam holds a postgraduate degree in HR and has 2 decades of rich HR experience in various industries. Currently, Madam is head HR at Larsen and Turbo EduTech. Prior to L&T, Madam was head of HR for Mobility Solutions. She has also headed DEI and employee experience at Bosch Global Software Technologies, bringing with her a robust skill set that includes employee relations, engagement, and industrial relations. Madam has worked across various industry segments, including manufacturing and GCC engineering. Madam is a diversity enthusiast who truly believes people matter. She is a people advisor, coach, and champion for culture, creating inclusive workplaces for women. She has traveled internationally to Vietnam, Mexico, Poland, and Germany, handling multicultural teams and integrating international locations. Madam has received numerous awards including Iconic Achiever Award, Open Leader Award, Innovation Award, Women's Choice Award, WIL 2023. She is a certified coach in global organizational development for change leadership from the National Training Laboratories, USA. She has held positions in CII, Coimbatore, NASSCOM, CMA, Honorary Secretary, ISTD, Coimbatore. She is also passionate about community service and a nature lover. To put in Madam's own words, the secret of my success is that we have gone to exceptional length to hire the best people in the world. Without further delay, please join me in welcoming Madam to the stage.
A very, very happy morning to all of you. Good morning. Once again, good morning. Thank you, thank you. You should bear with me for my voice. I'm very immensely honored to speak in front of such an inspiring team, especially thanks to Radhika ma'am, who spotted me out and invited. Of course, I have a constraint of the voice, but I think I'll overcome it. And I've been saving my voice, not talking to people, just to speak to all of you and address to all of you. So before we start, I see a lot of diverse teams here, and I'm very happy about it. I could hear a lot of languages, different regions, people coming together for this conference. So I think I wish all the people a great conference for these 2 days. So what you see in this slide is the real faces of the women power of L&T. It is not a picture that is being taken from the intranet. Yeah? So today the topic we will be speaking is recruitment training and DEI practices for women. As we start, people think that recruitment process is just to fill the numbers. It is not so. It's a vital process, a function that shapes the organization. I'm very sure this is also the need that is felt in the police academy. It is more than filling vacancies, but it's to choose the right people for the right role. More importantly, when we look at the kind of a process we follow, it begins with identifying the need, which has a clear job description. It sets the foundation for attracting the talent. Until and unless a person is a candidate, once the person has been spotted and onboarded, then the conversion of a student or a candidate to become a talent is in the hands of the organization. It can be with the government, it can be with the private institutions, but that's the role, very, very important in understanding the need of the candidate vis-a-vis mapping to the skill of the organization. The interview stage is very crucial. Why I am giving this? Because you will be able to read from the slides what I've put. But it's very, very important that we look at not only the candidature of a candidate, but it's also about the assessing skills. It's also about the cultural fitment. Do I belong here? Is the question in recruitment we should always ask when the candidate comes in front of her. It can be he, she, and they, right? But the very important question we are asking is, it's not about whom we want to interview and take candidates, but how are we doing the approach there? A well-structured recruitment process ensures that we get only the talent, but also build a strong, motivated, diverse workforce. It is a continuous journey of improvement, innovation, and alignment with the organizational goals. At L&T, we have a robust system of talent acquisition where we look at 60% of 60 versus 40%, which means it's a lateral recruitment and the campus recruitment. While we are saying that year on year, we are recruiting 3,000 to 5,000 people of campus freshers alone, and it's not so easy, yeah? So the approach, what do you look in the approach? It is a multi-structured approach. We have the online application. I think many of you are sitting here would have undergone this process, so I don't want to talk about the process. But I want to more dwell upon, the requirement of this process, aptitude, technical tests, and the technical and HR interviews. The technical interview, the rounds of the interviews are very, very important and depends on the role that we hire. It is the technical round which determines the technical skills that the person possesses. We have the HR rounds to see the cultural fitment of a person. We do campus drives, off-campus drives, and hackathons and codings. We have close to 280 colleges, 50 premium institutes, and 50 to 30 plus B schools where we hire people from. This is only for the freshers, which I'm talking about. Lateral recruitment goes without talking about how we look at potential from the market. We are a pan-India recruitment organization, and we take pride in saying that we are a diverse company. We recruit PGETs, GETs, and all freshers. And of course, we do a lot of emphasis on core engineering and IT. Today, let me tell you the complete scenario. There is a shift in the scenario from the candidate viewpoint. Earlier, we used to go to companies, candidates used to come to the companies. Today, we are going and standing in front of the colleges and saying, hey, are you ready to join us? So we have to do a lot of things which we have to do a pre and a post recruitment drives to say that, what is in us for the person. Do I really belong here? There is a value add that which you can look into a company when you come. And today's Gen Z are looking at much more than only the work point of view. So of course, nothing talks today without digital integration. And I'm very sure that we are doing a lot of proctoring. We have a company. So all this is done on platform. So there is no manual effort. So what it eliminates is the biases which comes in. I know a person, yeah, you know a person, you can refer, but let them come through the normal route. There is no way that, I can think I can include a person and then hire them. All the people undergo a stringent process. When they come out, they know, yeah, this is the worth, waiting for this role. When we talk about women, why we talk about women? Why we talk what we talk? Because it's not that it's a weaker segment. It's because we need a lot of push for women to be there. If you need the people, I'm very happy to see so many people, especially. And another reason that which I also agreed to come is because I could meet a lot of women who really want to be there, finding their own space and being grounded while being a woman, a housewife, a sister, a mother, or whatever. So if you look at our statistics of L&T, the pointer doesn't work, it's okay. So if you look at the job families, these are the kinds of the roles that we recruit. Yeah? It makes a lot of sense when you are an organization. You can be, for example, if you relate to any organization, it can be even the police academy. You have lots of roles which you will come across. You might start as a trainee, but where you want to end up with matters a lot in an organization. So we have a lot of design engineers, 33%, and of course tech services, 23%, and construction. Construction field, there is a myth saying that women cannot do hard work. Women cannot be in the sites. No, we are breaking all the myths. If you see year on year, I will dwell into the slides. We have a lot of women power who are on the ground, grounded and taking all the dirt on their face and a smile and walking away and saying, we can do it better than a lot more people. And we have a target. So how do you reach a target? I think Madam talked about, the target, where you want to reach the target. So it starts from the higher management. The management gives the target, very, very clear targets to drive. If you don't have a target, you cannot hit, right? Even if when you're aiming a pistol, I might be a person who doesn't even hold a pistol, but all I know is if I need to aim and I need to hit a target, I need the target, I need to hit the bullseye. So for any organization, target is very important. At L&T, we have a target year on year, looking at our Lakshya plans, that where we want to reach and where we want to arrive. So our target plan is close to 7.8. It was at 2024. We have reached the target today, and we are aiming at 10% at a leadership level. Mind you, just 10% at a leadership level, it's not so easy. But at entry level, for the purpose to reach 10%, what we are supposed to do is, we are supposed to target the entry level. So at entry level, I heard Madam saying that there's a target at 33% for the government. And just to say, we are a little bit closer to the target. We are at 30% at the entry level of all engineering graduates at L&T. And this doesn't come easy. We have a lot of work that we had to do to reach this 30%. Why this 30%? Because there are a lot of people who say, yeah, I took the course because my parents told me. But I'm very carried away by, the IT culture. But you have to really induce the kind of a need for the candidate or the student to say why you have to be in an organization which really takes you to the heights. So we are very proud in saying that we will still strive to take this target. We will reach the target of the 10%, and this target of 30% year on year will keep increasing for us. So these are all because the proof of the pudding is to see where we are standing. I've just taken some snippets of what we have done, and I've put it up here for reference. We are a great place to work. We have won a lot of awards for women workplaces, safe workplaces. And this is just an allocate to show that, how we actually also promote what we are talking. It's not just we are saying that we will look at women coming into the organization, settling down. but we give them the space to grow as well. We talked about the challenges. We talked about the challenges. This is not particular to, L&T, but I thought, it relates to each one of the women who are out there. So typically, when we talk about gender diversity, when we talk about diversity, what are the typical challenges? And when we ran a survey and we understood from the people, the women out, each one of you would have also probably answered the question, we might not know. It's a survey. So women are ambitious, right? 79% of them rate themselves as highly ambitious. Yes, I'm here, I'm meant to be here. I want to grow, I want to challenge myself. Why not me? Why them? Why they? All that is possible. So, willing to go the extra mile. Are we daring to need that extra mile? Yes. 95% of the women are very, very keen to take that extra mile step. And I'm very sure even in each of your lives, you would see one person trying to say that I want to go and take that position. I might not know when I'm going to take it, but I will take it one day. They are willing to put the extra effort in the organization. But what is that pulling down? What is that pulling us down? How many of you are with me in this? இருக்கீங்களா? எனக்கு அங்க அச்சீவ் பண்ணனும்னு நான் நினைக்கிறேன். தப்பே கிடையாது. Something is stopping me. There is something which is stopping me. What was that? That voice, that unheard voice is that saying that, people say their professional growth has a setback on post-maternity. When I come back, I come with a lot of guilt. Oh, my kid is there, my mom is not there, I'm a housewife. How am I able to take it up? So that part of motherhood actually pulls the person down. 95% of the women feel exhausted. I'm very sure after this 2 days of conference, each one of them who are the organizers will say, Appa, mudinjidappa, Sami, mudinjidappa, you 2 நாளைக்கு என்ன விட்டுடுங்க. No phone calls, nothing. Just sit back, watch something which you feel that it's very, very connected to you. That's because we get very fast exhausted. It is not about the physical exhaustion, it's about the mental health. We get exhausted because multiple things. How many of you know that women are the best in the multitasking? Raise your hands. How many of you believe that women are the more, with multitasking? I'm sure there are a lot of men out there, sirs, please don't, we are not definitely underestimating that. But when you go to a grocery shop, a woman in a day-to-day life, if you see, they go, they do the cooking, they bargain with the vendor. நான் அங்கேயும் போவேன், இங்கேயும் இருப்பேன், எல்லா இடத்துலையும் நான் இருப்பேன். ஆனால் என்ன செய்யணுமோ அதை கரெக்டாக செஞ்சிருவேன். That pride with which we do, I don't have to be a perfectionist, right? I'm not a perfectionist. I'm not here to run museums. I'm not here sitting like a doll and projecting myself. I'm looking like this. No, that's not the way. So that weighs them down. They feel exhausted. So if you look at limited visible, so what are the challenges in an organization that women are not growing? So limited visible female leadership. So why this happens? Because people are not able to see role models. People are not able to see role models. When I came in, I was very happy when I saw Madam there, sitting there, and she said, I'm here to see all the people how they are doing. She didn't say that, they are all for me. She said, able people are standing with me. If you have the strength of the power of the women who are standing, then I think that's all. The game keeps on and on. So the women role model is what is very, very important for us. Second comes limited career progression. People feel that I don't have a career. It can be whichever field. But we need to ask, we need to speak. கேட்டாதான் கிடைக்கும், கேட்கலன்னா கிடைக்காது. You should ask. पूछना पड़ेगा, बोलना पड़ेगा. Whatever you feel, you want to ask, you should ask. Otherwise, it is not going to happen. It's not easy, right? High mental exhaustion, we talked about. Systematic and cultural biases. Why this bias comes in? Because we feel that we are succumbing to our own cultural biases. I cannot go out, I cannot move out. Today, people are very, very flexible. I will always say that there are a lot of men who paid way for me to stand here. I've been also successful like that. So it can be your brother, it can be your husband, it can be your manager, whomever is paving your way to be here. That's very important. And last is the lack of maternity guardrails. So if there is a post-maternity, how does a woman really have the support system in her life to cope up here? So with all this in mind, L&T is very, very carefully created and curated our DEI charter, which we wanted to do. So this is our DEI charter, right? Our DEI charter is based on the 4 pillars. So when we say 4 pillars, induct, engage, enable, and develop. So when we say induct, these 4 pillars might seemingly be very, very basic. But when you get into it, each of the pillar talks much more interventions and initiative as how we can enable women in a working organization. Induct talks about, how to hire women. So, So when you say induct, what it means is, I cannot say I have 30% target, I have 10% target. It will automatically happen. No, it will never happen. So somebody should put the efforts there to make it happen. So what are the things that we try to do? So every year on year, we see how many people are we hiring in a standard manner to reach the goal of 30%. So if you see 2025, we have reached 32%, right? So we have special campaigns, we run focus drives, we do exclusive referral policies. We also do welcome back for maternity in women. We create the roles, we sit with the business heads, ask them what are the roles do you think a women can do in your organization. There are a lot of people say, no, it is not feasible. Why not feasible? Because, if they come, they will have their own challenges. No, you tell me what is that you want in a role. Let's curate a role. So we design the roles specifically for women in every organization, sit with them, and then do a campaign for them. It is not only women. When we talk about it, we talk about they. In my past companies, we have also looked at, other than men and women, all the other categories of transgenders whom we have hired. It's not so difficult. It's just that we have to have a thinking process. How do I accommodate people? How do I hire them both? It is not only on hiring. How do I integrate them once they are hired? We put a lot of efforts in hiring, but after that we let go them. So the integration is very, very important. Okay, so can we go to the first slide, the slide, the first 2 slides, 2 slides back, next one, yes. So we talked about the induct, how do we hire women to reach a target. So here I would like to emphasize, have a clear target, run for the target, curate the plan, work and put it into action. Next slide, please. I will do it. So enable. So once you hire, how do you enable a woman to be in an organization? We talk about maternity, we talk about, the phases of life in a woman that they have to undergo. So what does L&T do? L&T does a lot more things, these examples of which I have brought in here. We actually provide company transport, we provide priority to female employees, we ensure there is a cab that is going after if they sit back late. So the people, the mental pressure for any family is, my girl is out there, will she be safe coming back? So we enable that. So when we enable that, people can work peacefully. So that is an exclusive thing that we have done. Travel, when we understood why people are hesitating to travel, we have a special travel reimbursement, especially when they are coming after maternity. We ensure that they can take their kid. There is a person who can accompany. The company takes all and bears the cost for all of them. Yeah. And we also ensure that, they give actually a special preference when they get guest houses. Sometimes you might not get it, but if assuming a male associate has got, another associate has got, we'll say cancel him, put him in a hotel, give the lady the room. So that kind of a daring thing that we say in men come and say us, then now what is a special treatment only for women, why not for us? We will say, yeah, you will come to understand when you go home, when you ask this question. So there are challenges, there are talks. The conversation really matters in any moment, having to clarify why we are doing what we are doing. We have a creche inside our offices in all campuses. Wherever there is not a creche, Then we have tie-ups with the, organizers of the creche. We also say that we will reimburse if you allow your, kid to be in the creche. While we are doing all these things, we ensure that a mother is peacefully able to work back in office. So we give a lot of flexibility there as well. Maternity leave, we give 26 weeks of maternity. We also give work from home hybrid model even after maternity. For a period of 3 months, they need not come to office. They can continue to work from home. We have introduced daring leave, which is called menstruation leave. So there was a lot of debates, when we went and asked women, do you want this? There were multiple views. Few women said, why do you want me to declare? We don't want to declare. Few people said, we want it. Few people said, why are you not considering who have crossed that menstruation? What happens to us? But all of us, the majority says, they feel exhausted. So we said, we want a pattern. How many of you have taken a day off for yourself? Raise your hands. This is the day for me. I want to take time off for me. How many of you have taken off for you? There's one, I appreciate Gen Z, yeah. No hands, Only. That time also, ma'am, you will go and cook in the kitchen and say, I'm cooking for myself. That doesn't count. So why it's very important is we said we will implement the leave and say whether they are trying it or not, take a day off when you're feeling really exhausted. We want people to understand. And so when we are formulating this, there was a lot of discussion over this. So it doesn't need approval in the organization. It doesn't need approval. It just only goes as a notification of the manager. It doesn't need approval. So when we are planning some benefits, also we should plan it in a way that the women feels comfortable. And we also have adoption surrogacy leaves. Yeah, these are only sample things that I thought I should be known to this forum. Yeah. Engage, I don't have to talk about Engage. There are a lot of platforms, town halls, allocates, women awards, and there's a lot of way we engage women. It's beyond what we can think and talk about. So when we talk about Engage, we empower women to be on the forefront, right? It is not only about we empowering, we also see that they are coming forward to look at it. If you look at all these pictures, it is not some pictures for posing. It is all after hard-earned work. They would have reached their spots. Amongst all competition, they take the time. They run with the men. They come to the spot and they say, yes, I'm here, and I'm the performer. That is the kind of a case which you're seeing here, right? We have done all this. We have inducted them. We have put them on the spot. We have engaged them. We had fun. We have everything. But what now? Important is we have to develop them. So how do you do that? We talked about POSH. We have gender sensitive sessions for all, POSH for all. We do men gender sensitivity talks. We have leadership talks. It starts from the top. We train our leaders how to have a conversation, how to deal with women. It's important not about hiring, inducting, putting them and saying, you need to handle them. No, we encourage them, we teach them, we train them, and we coach them how you can handle women. Yeah. One thing which we did was, when a person goes on maternity, in any organization they say, they are not available for work, so I cannot, give a performance rating. So we said, no, we will protect the performance rating. Which means if a person is top rated, they cannot say that post-maternity when they come, they were not available for say 25 weeks, I will not give them a good rating. So we said, no, we will protect the last rating, which is the last rating. So what happens is, the bias that if a person is unavailable and they come back to work, I see them that they are not able to perform, should not be there. So this is a protection that we brought it as a work culture and the performance part of it. Nothing comes easy. Just because women, we don't glorify and put them there. They have to run for that. We don't want to say that every time, thank you. We don't want to say every time that, there is, a glorification of women. No. We go by skills, we stand for what we say, and we want women to rise up on their own, yeah? Especially on leadership, we have 3 curated big programs, interventions, which is building growth mindset, Winspire Rise, Winspire Propel, and Winspire. So in this program, it is 12 weeks, it is 6 weeks. It's a curated program where we have a lot of, programs which is curated for women. Self-discovery, and emotional intelligence, customer centricity, high elevating pitch. These are all that which we focus them to actually practice in these programs. We call, leaders to talk about why a woman should actually look at them first before looking at others. So this is how we are doing this, right? Before this, I think I had one topic which I wanted to say. I think uniform, we don't, have uniform culture. But I can say about uniform because I worked in companies where uniform was seen. Uniform is my identity. For most of the people, uniform becomes identity. It's a matter of pride when you wear it, saying that this is me. Yeah, that depicts a lot of time. So it is very important as women, whenever we are actually holding a position, it can be junior position, senior position, we understand how we dress up, how we actually, put up us on the stage. There is a small example or a small story I would like to say. We went in for a national conference and there was a psychologist who was actually handling close to 25 women were there across international localities. The problem statements across for women we were discussing, it was a 5-day program at Germany, and they all said that, the same program, support system and so on. So the psychologist said that, what I've understood is, when the man gets a dais, right, if I'm given 7 minutes to speak, he takes 10 minutes, he doesn't come. But when I give a dais to a woman and ask her to speak, she takes 5 minutes and gives the 2 minutes back to the men who want to talk. So it is our space we should actually take. So women sometimes step back, looks for perfection, and they don't want to come back. So this is also an example where, whenever I'm looking at uniform, acoustics, how I'm able to carry myself, it's important that we understand it is me who's representing the organization. More than the organization, it is for me. How do I represent today here? Yeah? Am I there here to talk in front of people? Do I command my respect? Is there a space for me? That is what is very important for me. That is all about uniform, because I couldn't prepare a slide on that, ma'am. And this is the words from our chairman. There are more and more women on the shop floor, project sites, and offices. L&T is at the forefront to create an enabling environment that offers women opportunities to try new things, to push, succeed, and make their mark. So with all this, I'm very happy here. When a woman stands up, she doesn't stand for herself. She stands up for all the women out there. And I'm very sure each one of you who are here definitely will stand up not only for yourself, but we are standing for all the women out there. With all this, thank you for the great opportunity and a very, very happy conferencing. Glad to meet you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Strong women never give up. We might need a coffee, a cry, or a day in bed, but we always come back stronger, stronger, and stronger. Ladies and gentlemen, may I now request our DGP Fire Service, Srimati Seema Agarwal, the architect of this conference, to present the memento to our guest, Ms. Anita Jaipal, Head HR, L&T. Memento presented as a mark of gratitude, ladies and gentlemen. May I request IGP BPR&D, Anil Kishore Yadav, to kindly present the memento from BPR&D. I request ma'am to kindly be seated as we are going to give the other mementos also. We have now IGP BPR&D, Mr. Anil Kishore Yadav, to present on behalf of present a memento on behalf of BPR&D. Thank you, sir. As women achieve power, the barriers will fall. As society sees what women can do, as women see what women can do, there will be more women out there doing things and we will be better off for it. It's time to pat ourselves for the outstanding work rendered in the field of policing. We have selected 14 outstanding achievers and they will be felicitated in each batch. To start with, I request Rishi Singh to read the citation of the outstanding officers.
I request B. Rajakumari Madam. I invite Madam to the stage. B. Rajakumari Madam, IPS 2007 batch, presently serving as IGP, APSP battalions and in charge of Women and Child Safety Wing. She has served across multiple organizations leading crime prevention initiatives, especially against women and property offences. Madam has maintained law and order during communal incidents and solved sensational communal murder cases as SP, Rangareddy District. Madam as SP, DIG and IGP has played a key role in developing Women Safety SOS app named Shakti. Madam has also received following awards: DGP Commendation, Utkrisht Seva Padak, Antarik Suraksha Seva Padak, COVID Warrior Award and Scotch Awards. Our second achiever is Dr. S. Indra Sudha Madam. Madam is currently serving as Director, Central Fingerprint Bureau. She has been awarded the President Medal for Meritorious Service on Independence Day. Madam has authored Biometrics and Fingerprint Analysis and has served as Assistant Director at Wildlife Crime Control Bureau. Madam is known for her training and awareness efforts and currently leading the Government of India's prestigious project NAFIS, a game changer in fingerprint-based SOC crime detection. I welcome Madam to the stage.
I request both the achievers to come onto the stage, please. I request our DGP ma'am to kindly present the shield to our achievers. The shield being presented to appreciate the contribution made in the field of policing. The recipients are Tirumati B. Rajakumari and Dr. S. Indra Sudha. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Same topic.
Good morning and Jai Hind everyone. It's an honor and privilege to be here. I extend my sincere gratitude to Tamil Nadu Police and BPRND for the opportunity. My topic is recruitment, training, gender-sensitive uniforms and accoutrements. Recruiting women into the police force is vital to build a just, inclusive and effective law enforcement system. A balanced representation strengthens law enforcement by bringing diverse perspectives, enhanced sensitivity and fostering a more responsive policing system. When women become part of the first ladder of criminal justice system, as research has shown, it democratizes the justice delivery. With 50% demography, there is a strong case for enhancing recruitment of women in police force. The representation of women in India's police force is around 12.32%. And in absolute terms, it is out of 26 lakhs, only 2,63,000 are women. The graph on the right side shows that there has been a gradual improvement in the recent years, but there is a huge interstate disparity. States like Bihar, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra and Gujarat are doing well, and along with UTs like Ladakh and Chandigarh. But states like Tripura and Jharkhand and UTs like J&K and Andaman Nicobar are lagging behind by a big margin. More than 12 states and UTs have provided for 33% reservation for women. But till now, not even a single state has provided a detailed recruitment plan or timeline for achieving the target. The cutout on the right side shows percent of posts reserved for women in certain states and percent of women police in actual percentage. As per India Justice Report, there is huge interstate disparity in terms of achieving the target also. States like Bihar and Andhra Pradesh will achieve the target in just 3.3 years. But states like Tripura and Jharkhand will take around 200 years to hit 33%. This might not represent the correct figure in future, but going by the trend, I think it's a matter of concern for the states who are not doing well. There have been some state level initiatives to boost women recruitment. Bihar, a late entrant but leading the race with supportive policies and creating vacancies through Mahila Bhanshan of first pioneer in women representation since 1980s, and with the dedicated focused policies and that if it becomes part of core programs of the government, then things becomes easier. I now come to the states who have tried to do better in recent times. States like Telangana. In Telangana, largest ever batch of 2,300 plus constables passed out last year in November 2024, reflecting stronger commitments to gender diversity. Rajasthan also in October 2024, by amending their state subordinate service rules, brought 33% reservation to women in police. There have been various policy recommendations, advisories, and directions from parliamentary committees, MHA and BPRND. Few of the key are: firstly, states should launch targeted drives to increase women recruitment, and especially in the areas where it is lacking acutely. Second, police modernization funds should be tied to improvements in women representation. That means states who are doing better, they should be incentivized. Third, states who are lagging behind, they should ensure 33% reservation for women, thereby paving way for gender inclusive police. Fourthly, gender audits. Every rupee should be accounted. What amount of police budget is spent on women, that should be part of audits. There are some other suggestions also which I could thought of. First, dedicated women cells in recruitment boards to focus on gender sensitive hiring. And second, also we need to ensure gender diverse selection panels, especially in mixed recruitments while during physical tests and interviews, to reduce the bias. Thirdly, states should use community outreach program in rural and tribal areas to encourage women aspirants. Mizoram's outreach program can be looked as a good example in this. Fourthly, states should offer coaching with some CSR support to prepare women candidates effectively. In states like Bihar, on the lines of Super 30, there have been lot of initiatives, and there have been lot of initiatives not just by government but by civil society also. There are some additional measures also. We need to have women-friendly infrastructure, which in all police units, right from training centers to police thanas, that will act as a pull factor. And lastly, BPRND may publish biannual gender disaggregated recruitment data so as to give clear pictures to states regarding their standings. MHA may include Women Empowerment Index in annual police ranking so that states are vigilant for the gender inclusive policing. The background image is from first ever all women marching contingent of Delhi Police last year in RD parade. The contingent was awarded best marching contingent, and it shows when women lead, the world watches. But this would not have been possible if they would not have been trained properly. India's police lies not just in arms, but in the minds we shape. And when we train our women right, the nation stands taller. Institutional and infrastructural issues, with lack of crash 2021, 60% cultural and attitudinal peer dynamics and instructors' attitude. Postings and not just this, many a times women in police face the bias of prove it again bias. Reduced tactical and technological training. As per India Justice Report 2025, women are underrepresented in firearms, crowd control, crime scene have undergone. Always because of the policy. This is many a times because of the subjective attitude of instructors also. Lack of grievance redressal. Training institutes lack strong internal reporting mechanisms mandated under POSH Act. As per NHRC 2021 inspection, around 60% training institutions were lacking in strong ICC committees. Limited career guidance. Many a times there is no one to guide the young joinees regarding their career advancement, work-life balance, and specialization in policing. Last, inadequate training budgets. Only 1.25% of police budget is spent on training, thereby restricting development of gender inclusive programs. There are some independence 5 very important consideration. Because of lack of finance, there will be lot of impediments in achieving the crash facilities, sanitary pad vending machines, other type of sanitary support to women in training centers. Fourthly, and many senior officers sitting here can play a big role in that. Lastly, we need to have training need analysis from gender perspective with proper training feedback, and we need to strengthen our ICCs and ensure strict enforcement of policies related to sexual harassment and gender discrimination. Last, for the new entrants in the training institution. Now I'll come to last part of my presentation. Women police uniform and accoutrements. Indian police uniforms stems from colonial era designs primarily made for men, resulting in ill-fitting attire for women. This legacy overlooks women's physiological and functional needs, causing discomfort and mobility issues. In last National Conference of Women in Police, participants stated that our standard uniforms are gender insensitive relics of India's colonial past. As per PC Chapman, that is, uniform reminds you every day you get dressed that you are in a man's job. I'll straight away come to challenges. Challenges in uniform, the designs are male-centric. Either they are too loose or they are too fit. The shoes are causing mobility issues. They do not align with. Also, uniform do not cover pregnancy, post-mortem and menstrual need of women in uniform. Accoutrements, all the standard size police gears are designed around male body frames and they do not fit women bodies. Like body armors, they are either too heavy or uncomfortable. The proof vest, they cause discomfort due to either chest compression or loose fitting. Bulky utility belt also cause back strain. As per CRPF study in 2022, as per CRPF study in 2022, more than 58% female jawans in CRPF had gear-induced back pain. This is a matter of big concern. Similarly, caps and badges often do not accommodate hairstyles or body shapes. Research has shown that ill-fitting designs can cause health issues, exacerbate body dysmating, deliberating and discussing about gender-neutral versus gender-specific uniforms. Recently, Metropolitan Police in London rejected the idea of gender-neutral uniform, citing reasons of discomfort and possible injuries. India is also actively discussing the need for inclusive and functional uniform that balances gender needs with operational duty requirements. Many a times, BPRND and MHA has also advocated for uniform and accoutrements that caters to women need. Recently, in January 2024, West Bengal introduced Salwar Kameez uniform for pregnant and breastfeeding mothers from 12th week of pregnancy to 12 months postpartum. Also, Delhi Police in 2022 collaborated with NIFT Delhi to redesign women's uniform addressing fitting and body diversity. Other states like Kerala, Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh introduced customized accoutrements and female-fitted body armor. And also, as per BPRND study, those female-fitted body armors in Madhya Pradesh were 33% better in design and comfort. This has been taken from West Bengal Police Gazette of January 2025, and as you can see how beautifully it has been designed for women in uniform during their pregnancy time and postpartum period time. Lastly, there are some suggestions for uniform and accoutrement improvement. There should be mandatory 30% women representation in uniform acquisition boards, and the size chart should be created based on the real measurements from the field. The design should be gender specific cut so that they should have consideration for like shirt darts, shoulder fitting and waist to hip ratio. That should be considered in those designs, and female fitted body armors should be there with breast contouring. Maternity support also on lines of West Bengal, we can have alternate uniforms during time of pregnancy and postpartum period. Lastly, BPRND should launch national ergonomic mapping projects with NID or NIFT for female police personnel. And the gears should be tested in diverse climatic zones for durability and comfort. States are also suggested to conduct performance audit of uniform and gear on the ground of safety and comfort. And last point, funds such as Nirbhaya Fund or Police Modernization Fund can be explored to meet one-time expenses on uniform overhaul. It is my earnest hope that in times to come, we shall witness substantial advancement in these areas, thereby upholding the true spirit of Nari Shakti in Khaki. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you, Garima. It was crisp. The memento to our speaker. May we have here, sir? Felicitating Garima for her wonderful presentation. She was actually from Tamil Nadu Police. Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, they said multifaceting is a part of women life. Me being the MC, compare, and today I'm also going to present. I'm going to present on the recruitment since I'm the member secretary, Tamil Nadu USRB. So I will ensure that I stick within my time and also ensure that it is useful to you all. Either. India, that was in the year 1991. This was done for the selection of subordinate service personnel. USRB here does not recruit police alone. We recruit police. Okay, we recruit police, we recruit jailers, we recruit subordinate service officers of the fire service and sub-inspector technical and also band PCs. Has been doing it very well since 1991. The board has the following composition. We have a chairman, member and member secretary. Chairman is in the rank of DGP, member is in the rank of ADGP and member secretary is in the rank of IGP. Next slide. Recruitment of women, I'm sticking to the women in TNUSRB. For sub-inspector of film since 2015, we have been recruiting 926 women, 2 transgenders and constables around 1,724 and transgender 8. The recruitment of women have been increasing with the time. The only reason was that for the chairman who is sitting over here, who was erstwhile chairman and presently the architect of this particular conference, made it a point that the women need not compulsorily clear the physical test. She may write her examinations. She may write her examination and perform the physical test, but it's not a must that she needs to clear. So this had helped many women to come, or else the seats which were meant for women was taken by men. So such act of courage, she really needs an applause for what she had done. We also had transgender recruitment. I'll go with regard to transgender recruitment elaborately in the next slide. Now this is the status of candidates willing to join. They are yet to join but willing to join. We have notified vacancy. So number of SI notified vacancy is 390, but number of applicant received is 41017. So the number of people who are willing to join as a sub-inspector in Tamil Nadu Police is such large in number. And the number of departmental candidates who are police constables and would like to become a sub-inspector are 2,649. And this is a chance, this is the only department, USRB, where we have been making a separate recruitment for both departmental and the open. However, now the court has given us an order to take examination as a single go, not to give a special treatment for the department. However, the number remained the same. The people who had really wanted to come as an SI have not decreased but remained the same. Whatever is the difficulty, let it be. We will be going in a route what is meant for women. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the senior women officers who headed TNUSRB. We have a chairman here. We have got also advisor of this particular conference, Bala Nagadevi Madam, Kalpana Nayak, Vidya Balan and Senthil Kumari and me. USRB has always seen that women are posted as a member secretary or chairman in the frequent interval of time to ensure that the training is in line with what is to be done for the women. Each and every time a women officer takes a charge, she ensures that there is something extra being done for the women candidates. And thus there are so many women candidates. As she boldly said, more than 20% of women are there in the Tamil Nadu Police. It is because of few officers who have really played a major role in this. Now, general provision for women in police department. We have got a dedicated reservation for women in police, both in the armed reserve and in the taluk. So we have a dedicated reservation. It's not that they have to have the numbers. It is not that it has to stick to 30%. It depends on the number. Even if it's more than 30%, we go ahead. Second is separate roster for women. The women roster is not merged with that of a men roster. Women roster is separate. As a result, women of all category, that is the women who speaks, a person studied in Tamil medium, person who is not studied in Tamil medium, person of various caste and community, destitute widows, transgenders, all of them come fit in. So the separate roster is being run. I think this should be, this is one which could be taken by the other recruiting agency, because this really helps us to bring the women in our picture. Relaxation for women in police recruitment, this is when compared to the men, you think the relaxation is less. But however, this is happening everywhere. And we also give them a bonus of 5 marks for NCC, NSS and sports to ensure that they are smart, the one who we recruit. The endurance tests also, if you look at it, long jump, shot put, cricket ball and 100 meter, 200 meter when compared to men is less. However, this is not compulsory. However, even if you don't clear the so and so measurement which we have given you, you are still selected based on your written mark. Considering the fact that more women candidates were getting disqualified in physical efficiency tests, government has removed the disqualification clause in physical efficiency test. Women candidates are now eligible for final selection based on the written marks, even if they do not qualify in the PET. We cannot expect a woman from a village to jump, run, and do all the physical exercise, though she is capable of. Sometimes it is a part of the training to train them. So we thought the recruitment will stick to what it has to do and to find out who has got a better IQ rather than who is physically good. We didn't need a bodybuilders over here, so we thought we'll take a people who has got a better brains. Relaxation for pregnant women. Pregnant women, we conduct examination twice for the pregnant women. So as soon as the pregnant woman, after writing her exams, if she declares she is pregnant, we allow her to come for the next physical test. We do not force her or not disqualify her. This recruitment is done twice in a year for the pregnant candidates. They deferred testing for, that is, I said, seniority is preserved based on the original batch. And voluntary participation, there are some who always want to voluntarily participate. We do allow them based on the doctor's recommendation. Now for the destitute widow, we have around the upper age limit have been increased for the destitute widow, that is 37 years when compared to 32 years. The board relies on the certificate of RDO and sub-collector, and 100% of total vacancies of women is earmarked for destitute. 10% of total of 100 vacancies, 100% is earmarked for destitute widow. So we ensure that the destitute widow also form a part of a police force. So empowering transgender, it was a very, very difficult process because some of the transgender wanted them to be considered as a male, some wanted them to be considered as a female, and some wanted them to be considered as a third gender. So it was very difficult for Tamil Nadu police to think about it. Therefore, a separate rule was made for the transgender to keep them in comfort. So as on 10, we have got 10 transgenders who are doing really well, and they are into the police. The transgender candidate may opt to be considered male or female. We have given it to them. Age relaxation, we have given to them for 35 years because it is time for them to change the gender. We give them time to decide where exactly they want to be placed. The board relies only on the certificate provided by the Transgender Welfare Board. Candidates without community certificate, transgenders do find difficulty in getting community certificate. So as transgenders who do not have community certificate are treated as MBC. So they have been given, they don't have to show any community certificate, we give them the MBC certificate. Those who want to have that SC/ST reservation can take the SC/ST reservation too. Others may choose the original if they don't want to be considered under MBC. Recent development, women will be induced in TSP very shortly. Earlier, women were in TSP. Considering the load of work, we decided to include them in AR and in Taluk. But now the government has decided that we are good in TSP also, so we'll be joining TSP too. So women will come. There will be a single entry, and women will be joining TSP shortly. Maternity leave period has also will be considered as a probation period. Feeding mothers will be posted for a year in the place of their choice. The women who are not comfortable with the present uniform are permitted to wear a khaki sari with the badges on the shoulder, and serving women constables have several special reservation in departmental quota to upgrade their position. A dedication, if you look at the dedication of a board, a committee was formed for the interview of one single pregnant woman candidate, Tirumati Suganya Devi, and she was also provisionally selected. And here is the committee. You can see Balanagadevi Madam, Mutharisi and others sitting. For one particular person, a committee was formed. And once the committee was done and we found that the girl really passed. But for this subsidy, what we are giving for the women, she wouldn't have come at all. So we recruit the best ones and shape them for success. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I now request my batchmate, Annie Vijaya, to speak on the training aspect.
morning, officers, respected DG ma'am, ADG, IGs, senior officers, delegates, participants, and all who have come for this conference, which is an historic event for all the women born in this world. Today is an historic event we are celebrating under the leadership of our DG ma'am, who's here organizing this event for all the butterflies, for all the colorful ladies who for one day without a uniform, you sit here majestically and so beautifully. And now we start off for the training aspect. Now I want you, some of the locals, the Tamil Nadu people, to remember, to recollect December 12, 2022. There was an happening where the women police force and the women contingent in safari bearing machines, AK-47s, became the core security team for the Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. And again, this year on March 8th, International Women's Day, it was a full-person women contingent force which was a security for the Honorable Prime Minister of India. So this being the status, you know very well where women stand and there what importance training assumes. So importance of training and the capacity building. They will be giving you professional competence, you will be having gender sensitization, they will be reducing gender disparity, and you will have confidence and psychological readiness. There are three aspects to this presentation. One is the best practices, challenges, and the way forward. So I have gone through the literature of some of the training institutions in the states, nationally and globally, and have indicated the top 10 good practices we found to be the best practices in training. First, the core, the physical fitness, which is the very hallmark of every woman in the uniform, for which we are given training, we are given the fitness, we are given everything. There you see that physical standards are there, so that training fosters confidence for women to handle field duties and tactical challenges. There is also exposure for counter stereotypes about women's physical capabilities. Second, self-defense programs, which will include tailored curriculum, which will enable rapid self-defense skill acquisition. Self-defense is not only public safety, but it also means an outreach for community impact. These programs will enhance such programs will enhance women's safety presence in both the preventive and the responsive policing. This is the very common objective of the women in police, the gender-based violence, and institutions partner with civil society and academies employ role play and scenario-based simulations for practical application. Next is the leadership and career development modules, where efforts are there globally to increase women in leadership. Sorry, this is the fate of a woman when she wants to partner for the women. Career guidance, sales, and promotion support are emerging across several academics. The latest, cybercrime and the forensic training, where these specialization programs prepare women for roles in the cyber cells and economic offences wing, and partnerships with CBI and others enhance practical learning. Next is gender sensitization and inclusive culture. Cultural training, which will often include unconscious bias and inclusive behavior sessions. Seventh is the community engagement and outreach programs, where emphasis is on trust building between the police and the marginalized populations. And these programs enhance the image of women officers as protectors and as educators. The next indicator for the training is mentoring and role modeling. Role modeling will help younger officers visualize career trajectories. Leadership pipelines are strengthened through shared experience and guidance. No, I have different.
How many more slides?
Next indicator is equal access to specialized units and advanced roles, where women are trained and deployed in specialized roles, and they are also receive advanced tactical and surveillance training. Finally, the indicator for training is collaboration with external experts and institutions. These linkages will drive innovation and practical grounding in real-world issues. Now, coming to the best practice in Tamil Nadu. In Tamil Nadu, we have the women outdoor faculty instructors. So I would like to see in person some of the outdoor faculty instructors. I now request our ADI, Sumati, who is the ADI, to address the gathering.
Good morning to all. I am Sumati, working in Police Training School, Trichy, Tamil Nadu. I give training to both men and women as a outdoor instructor. I am certified training and undergone training, PT unarmed course, small arms course, ADI course, commando course, karate and silambam. Last 5 years, I am working as a assistant drill instructor. We all are outdoor training instructor. Thank you.
So further to go, in the best practice in Tamil Nadu, we have the capacity building training, we have communication and language training, stress management, work life, pressures for women officers with children, community engagement training, and the collaboration with the external experts. Regarding challenges, I would like to point out few points. The institutional and the structural barriers, where there is underrepresentation in the leadership and the decision-making roles, limited access to training, where we often miss out on training due to family responsibilities or lack of nominations, then the under-addressed issue of sexual harassment, then the balancing personal and professional roles. Way forward, There are just few hints. We need institutional restructuring, that is to implement reservation or nomination quota for women in high impact training program. There is need for policy change, establish internal gender audit mechanisms in police department, strengthen the internal complaints committee and promote workplace safety policies, allocate dedicated budget lines for women's training, invest in digital infrastructure and modular e-learning, collaborations and partnerships, career progression and recognition. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Ladies and gentlemen, it said for your today, we give, for your tomorrow, we give your today, but our officers have given their voice to ensure that your conference comes out well. Most of us have got a problem with the throat because we have been shouting for the last 15 days. So do we have an officer from BPRND? BPRND wanted to give a memento to the speakers. Do we have? Okay, now the floor is open for discussion. We'll be taking 4 questions from any of the participants. Others can write their questions or the suggestions in the feedback form. We will collect and consolidate it. So now it is for the participants to raise it's an interaction section, and we would request the participants. There are people raising the hand. I'll request them to give the hand mic. Madam Bhavani can kindly help me to ensure that they ask the questions, and the faculty over here will be answering your questions, and those who have not got a chance, please do write and give it to us. We will consolidate it. Present memento to both the speakers. One is me and other is Ncwp. Please, sir. Now the floor is yours. Please do start asking the questions or queries.
Good morning. All the presentations were excellent. Compliments to all the presenters. And Tamil Nadu is doing a great job with the whole group of outdoor women trainers that you all have developed. But there is one concern that I'd like to flag, and I'm curious to know if Tamil Nadu has done something to address this as well. One of the fundamental problems in the police force is male police persons underestimating their women counterparts and therefore not enabling them to find their due place in the force. And I think the reason it happens is it begins at the training stage where the training is segregated by gender. At the lower ranks, men are training separately and women are training separately. And if they were to train together, there'd be a twofold gain. One, the women would be able to bring out the best in themselves because they'd be working up to a common standard for both men and women. And second, men from the very outset would be able to see what girls are capable of because they've been through all the same challenges of training and therefore will develop a mentality over the course of their careers where they value their female counterparts. So I'm just curious to know if Tamil Nadu has also been able to address this or another state, or if states are just working on this agenda at all of having a common training program at the level of the constabulary in particular, as happens at the officer cadre. The second thing I'd like to flag is that a lot of work has been done in designing women-specific riot control gear. And the BPRND and other research-based organizations of the police had applied themselves to this issue. But there is one concern, and that is that the product that has come out of all this research is a little bit awkward for women to put on because it flags a lot of attention to women's breasts. And therefore, a lot of women, even at the lower rank and at the level of officers, don't want to put on this kind of riot control gear, which accentuates so much of attention to the breast area. And it was designed so that, actually the parts that need protection the most would be protected. But I think we need to revisit this issue again and design uniforms that are not so awkward to put on publicly. Thank you.
Regarding training, I would like to point out that for officers, it is common. So both men and women will be trained together. Whereas at the constabulary level, because of the huge number, yes, they are in different enclosures. But however, I think it is long, almost for the past 20 years, the concept of gender sensitization has begun. And almost apart from the training, barracks, everything is the same. Whether you are male or female, the training standard is the same to them. So there is no difference. And regarding, what was the second question? Uniform. The uniform, in fact, my interaction and observation, all women, they definitely want to wear this so-called male tuck-in shirt and pant, which they feel very proud and for which they maintain themselves. There are few excuses, few medical reasons and few instances where they are excused. Otherwise, we are very comfortable in that outfit and for which we dedicate ourselves for that purpose. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am, as you rightly pointed out that with the female fitted body armors, many a times there are issues of awkwardness. But this is a issue which needs to be discussed more, and I would like to say that along with the safety, the comfort should also be there. And that's why, as I suggested in my PPT also, that BPR&D may include some ergonomic mapping projects so that more feedback from women in the field can be taken. And that's how it can be done, as per my little understanding, ma'am. Thank you.
We'll be taking 2 more questions. Yeah, please. Please hand the mic to her, ma.
Ma'am, Papia Sultana from West Bengal, SP rank. Ma'am, it's not a question actually. I'm just want to say we have 2 years of childcare leave, but it is only for mothers. So reproductive role is not for us only. It's not like that we will take all the leave during the sickness and during the exam. Why it will not be there for our counterpart also? So that we can also concentrate on our career equally.
You can give the, we'll take it, it is well taken, we'll take it as a suggestion, put it
Yes,
before the government, put it before the BPR&D IGs over here. Let us see what actually comes out of this.
Yes, ma'am. And one more thing, when we do the law and orders, we also need more bio toilets, because during the law and orders for 10 to 12 hours when we stand at the road, we have to control our water intake because we have to go for the toilet facilities and there is none. So it should be taken more carefully, ma'am.
Well taken, ma. One more question. After this question, we will have a coordinator who will sum up the entire session, and then we have a video for you to see with regard to the efforts put in by Tamil Nadu Police, especially women in the field of policing.
गुड मॉर्निंग मैम, इसमें आना चाहती हैं और उन्हें चांस नहीं मिलता। ऐसी BPRD से मैं रिक्वेस्ट करती हूँ कि गांव में जाकर उन लड़कियों को भी ऐसी ट्रेनिंग दी जाए ताकि
बात ये है कि आप जैसे नोटिफिकेशन जो दे रहे हैं वो तमिलनाडु के जैसे नोटिफिकेशन होते थे टीवी वीवी, जिसमें भी बड़े बड़े मीडिया में अगर आप नोटिफिकेशन देंगे तब कहीं जाके अब पहुंचेगा। लेकिन अभी जो सोशल मीडिया इतना फेमस हो गया कि सभी को पता ही चल रहा है, लेकिन इसके बावजूद भी अगर लग रहा है कि गांव के लोगों को नहीं मिल रहा है, देन वी विल पुट इट इन आवर प्रेजेंटेशन, वी विल पुट इट इन रेजोल्यूशन।
Thank you.
Thank you. किसी और को कहना? I think it will now coordinate will sum up because we'll have to go with the next session. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
I am not summing up the whole session, but I would like to highlight a few points which can be included as resolution. Can the AV wait for some time? Thank you. Pre-recruitment coaching in rural areas offering BPR&D. It may answer your request. Then other points, as Ms. Anita Jaipal was talking about the process in their firm, engage, enable and develop. We may equate it with our recruitment training and functional development through in-service training programs, especially designed for the women police personnel and officers. And I would like to take a resolution point from our IG TN USRB to have gender inclusive entry provisions like the one she said, for a single candidate an exclusive interview session was conducted. Such things always encourage the women to come with confidence. And the last one I would like to call out from DIG training, Ms. Annie Vijaya's presentation. The victim-centric response training, which needs to be the talk of the hour, as we see that more and more POCSO cases and crime against women cases getting reported. All these cases need basically a victim-centric training sessions. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank all our speakers, and two of them, in spite of their ill health, have taken all the pain to be present here and make such wonderful presentation. And I thank audience for the patient hearing. Thank you.
We'll have a small AV now. Please do watch and then we'll break for the tea. Once the tea is ready, I'll make an announcement. Thank you. Thank you one and all, the officers, the delegates who had come here. We wish you all the best. Stage in charge, chair Matikunga.
Arrive with thunder. It arrives quietly in the form of a salute. A pair of boats stepping into a station for the first time. A woman's voice on the radio, calm in crisis. A mother, a daughter, a leader wearing khaki. Long, the word police echoed only with the image of a man. But across the decades, that image evolved. It grew bolder, wiser, stronger, and more complete. Today, we do not merely commemorate time. We honor transformation. 50 years of women in the Tamil Nadu police force, who made the force their calling, their career, their home. And we celebrate the future, led by women who serve not just with strength, but with purpose. From patrolling our cities to guarding our leaders, from rescuing the vulnerable to scaling seas and skies, these women have proven one truth beyond doubt. When a woman wears the uniform, she does not borrow power. She brings her own. This is their story. This is our tribute. Medal ceremony for women officers. The Honorable Chief Minister honored women officers who have they are badges of bravery, sacrifices remembered and service rewarded. Women in Khaki, 1973. Rare footage from 1973 shows a quiet revolution. Women marching in khaki, confident, determined. They may have been few in number, but each step was a roar against inequality. This was the dawn of a new chapter. It was under the leadership of former Chief Minister Dr. Kalaignar M. Karunanidhi that policies began to shift in support of women in the police force. He didn't just open doors, he laid foundations. A visionary who saw equality not as a dream but as a plan in action. Tirumati Sumati, one of the Grade 1 constables selected in the year 1973. Tirumati Usha Rani. In 1973, she became the first women sub-inspector of Tamil Nadu Police recruited directly. Among her most notable duties, she served as the Chief Security Officer for the then Prime Minister of India Indira Gandhi during her Chennai visit. She paved the way, creating paths where none existed before. Tirumati Latika Saran IPS. She began her journey in 1976, a time when few women dared to join the police force. But Tirumati Latika Saran IPS was not an ordinary officer. On April 20, 2006, she became the first woman and the 36th Commissioner of Greater Chennai Police. In 2010, she reached the pinnacle, the Director General of Police Tamil Nadu, becoming the only woman to have ever held that office. Her story is a symbol of courage, resilience, and leadership, a lighthouse for all women in khaki. Tirumati G. Tilakavati IPS, a trailblazer from Tamil Nadu. She made history in 1976 as the first woman from the state to join the Indian Police Service. But her legacy didn't end in uniform. It flowed into literature. A Sahitya Academy Award winner, her pen and pistol both carried power. She stands as proof that intellect and bravery are twin pillars of leadership. Tirumati Archana Ramasundram IPS joined the Indian Police Service in 1980. She made history as the first women police officer to become the Director General of the National Crime Records Bureau, where she played a crucial role in modernizing crime data management and strengthening the nation's criminal justice system. Her trailblazing career reached another milestone when she was appointed as the first women officer to head the Sashastra Seema Bal, a paramilitary force
Sorry for
that
the interruption.
safeguards
Can I ask the AV
India's
operator to
borders
kindly pause
with
it?
Nepal and Bhutan.
Can you kindly pause the video? Ladies and gentlemen, I just request you all to break for tea. The tea is arranged at the German hangar. Please break for tea, and I kindly request you to be seated around 11:20 as we're going to start the inaugural session. This AV will be played later during the break. Thank you.
When given the opportunity. First all-women police station. In 1992, Tamil Nadu established the first
AV can be played
all-women
later.
police station
Excuse
in
me.
Thousand Lights, Chennai. It was
You can just pause the AV. Once you are seated, then we can play it again. Thank you. It is requested to please reassemble at 11:20 as we're going to start the inauguration session. Please make it fast. Thank you.
I request all licensing officers to please vacate the seats. Licensing officers and subcommittee members, they should vacate the seats occupied by them. They can vacate and make their guests seated there. Licensing officers, please.
சார் நான் கால் பண்ணுறேன். ரெண்டு மொத்தம் காம்பேரிங் டீம்
பழனி தமிழ் தாய் வாழ்த்து. பழனி வாங்க வாங்க.
விக்னேஷ்
வந்துட்டு
Check. Check, check, check. Check. Hello, check, check. Hello, check, check, check.
ஆடியோண்ணா
Hello, check.
ஆடியோண்ணா இன்னும் 2 மைக் வேணுண்ணா.
Hello, check.
ஒரே
இன்னும் ஒரே பாட்டு. சீட்டிங் கரெக்டாக இருக்கான்னு பாருங்க. போய் உட்கார்றது கரெக்டாக உட்காரணும்.
தமிழ் தாய்வாழ்த்து சொன்னோன்னா அதை ட்ராக்கை ப்ளே பண்ணுங்க.
இங்கே வாங்க போகல. நான் சொல்கிறது உங்களுக்கு கேளுங்க. ஒவ்வொருத்தரும் ஒவ்வொரு இடத்துக்கு ஒருத்தர் மெசேஜ் போடுங்க சார். ஒருத்தர் டெலிகேட்ஸ் சார். ஒருத்தர் பார்ட்டிசிபேட் பிரிச்சு விடுங்க. டீமா சார் வேற யாராவது நல்லா அனுப்பிவிடுங்க. இப்போ நீங்கள் ஒருத்தர் ஒரு அனுப்பிவிடுவேன்.
லேப்டாப்பு அவர்கிட்ட நான் பாஸ்வேர்ட்லாம் சொல்லிட்டு வந்துட்டேன். எல்லாம் பாஸ்வேர்டு ஆஃப்
மறைச்சிடக்கூடாது ஃபோட்டோ. ஓடியத்தை லைட்டான
யாரோ ஒரு மைக்கை ஆஃப் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க.
Hello. Hello. Check.
ஒவ்வொருத்தரா செக் பண்ணுங்கம்மா.
Hello, check. Hello, check. Hello, check. Hello. Check. Hello, check. Okay.
நான் அங்கே போய்கிட்டுமா? பாஸ் நான் 4 கவுண்டிங் கொடுக்குறேன். அந்த பாட்டு இதுக்காக ஐயா ஒரு வாட்டி செக் பண்ணிக்கலாமா? ஒரு வாட்டி ரைட், கொஞ்சம் ரைட்டு, கொஞ்சம் ரைட்டு. யார் 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 நினச்சிருக்கோம்
சார்? இந்த வேல்முருகன் வந்து இந்த ப்ரெஸ்ஸும் அதுக்கு பின்னாடி உள்ள டெலிகேட்ஸும் சார் லோகநாத்துக்கு முன்னாடி எல்லா ஆஃபீஸரும் அவன் போட்டு இந்த லோகநாதன் டெலிகேட் சார். ஜெய் கணேசன் வந்துட்டு இந்த சைடில் உள்ள தமிழ்நாடு படிச்சிருக்கேன் சார். இவன் நம்ம அவன் கூட இந்த சதீஷ் கண்ணன் இதுக்கு முன்னாடி உள்ள படிச்சேன் சார். இந்த இதுக்கு 2 பேர் சார், இதுக்கு 2 பேர் சார், அது 2 பேர் சார்.
மேலே வேறு யாரும் வந்து கூட வந்தவங்க கான்ஸ்டபிள் கூட மீட்டிங்
எல்லாத்தையும் இப்போ சார் இங்கே அனுப்பிச்ச மாதிரி எல்லாரும்
இதுக்கு மேலே எங்கே சரி பண்ணுவீங்க? அவ்வளோதான்.
அந்த இந்த இடத்த மட்டும் கொஞ்சம் எழுத சொல்லலாமா? புத்து அங்கே இது
பின்னாடி போகணும். டிவி பின்னாடி போதும் முடிவு.
பாடுற குரூப் எங்கே இருக்குது?
பாடுறது நிற்கிறாங்க.
ஆ
நிற்கிறாங்க.
அங்கே நிற்கிறாங்களா? மைக்லாம்
Check 1 2 check 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 1 2 check 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 1 2 check check check
ஸ்டெப் அங்கே போட்டுடலாம்.
check
அங்கே போட்டுடலாம். ஸ்டெப்
இந்த லேப்டாப் எடுத்து எல்லாமே யார் இது?
டெக்னிக்
எதுக்கு இந்த லேப்டாப்பு? பண்ணிட்டு பண்ணிட்டாங்க.
இது வரங்க
கம்பெனி தான்
இல்லை இல்லை.
இது கம்பேரிங் தான் சார். எப்படியும் கம்பேரிங் தான் சார் பண்ணுறோம்.
check வருதா check check check
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. We need to start as per the schedule. Please, all of you, please be seated. We have our chief guest also here. I have one more announcement. After the inaugural session, the delegates, that is those who have come from other state, will have to go to the entrance of the conference hall for a photo session. There will be people to help you there, but the entrance of this particular auditorium, you'll have to take your respective seats, and then the VIPs will join. Please be seated. I would request one and all to be seated, please. இந்த நடுவுல என்ன பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கீங்க அந்த இது? What is happening there? Please take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, God of honor being presented to our chief guest as a mark of respect. I request one and all to be seated over there. Ladies and gentlemen, God of honor been given to Honorable Thru Nityananda Rai, Minister of State for Home, Government of India. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, that marks the arrival of our chief guest. Hearty welcome, sir. A very hearty welcome to our chief guest. May I request one and all to rise for Tamil Thai Valthu? Please rise for Tamil Thai Valthu invocation.
நீராடும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்தை கெழிவழுகும் சீராடும் வதனமென திகழ்வரத கண்டமிதில் தெக்கணமும் மறுசிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாளும் பக்க சிறு பிழை முதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் பின்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திரும்பி என்று செயமறந்து வாழ்ந்துடுமே வாழ்ந்துடுமே வாழ்ந்துடுமே.
Thank you. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Tamil Nadu Police, we extend a very hearty welcome to one and all for this inaugural ceremony of 11th National Conference of Women in Police 2025. This conference holds a unique significance in the history of Tamil Nadu Police. It marks the 50th year of women's participation in this force, a remarkable milestone achieved with grace and success. This celebration honors the invaluable contribution of women in policing, bringing together all relevant stakeholders to commemorate this extraordinary journey. We believe in the beauty of lifting each other up, holding one another tight, and shining brighter together. With this, I request ADGP EOW, Srimati B. Balanagadevi IPS, to deliver the welcome address. Ma'am, please.
Honorable Minister of State for Home, Shri Nityanand Rai ji, respected Director General, Bureau of Police Research and Development, Shri Rajiv Kumar Sharma, IPS, DGP and Head of Police Force, Tamil Nadu, Shri Shankar Jiwal, IPS, DGP, Director Fire and Rescue Services, Srimati Seema Agarwal, IPS, DGP Training, Shri Sandeep Rai Rathore, IPS, ADGP BPR&D, Shri L. Ravi Joseph, IPS, esteemed retired officers, seniors, distinguished guests, delegates to this 11th National Conference of Women in Police, colleagues, participants from Tamil Nadu, friends from press and media, a very good morning to you all. On behalf of Bureau of Police Research and Development and the Tamil Nadu Police, we extend a very warm welcome to you all to this inaugural ceremony. As the women in Tamil Nadu Police completed 50 years, the state police. The first batch of women was recruited in Tamil Nadu Police in 1973, comprising of as on 1/1/2025, there are 26,589 women police personnel serving in various ranks in the police department. This corresponds to 21.41% of the total force. However, of the total Inspector of Police Taluk strength of 2,508, 1,136 are women inspectors of police Taluk, which corresponds to 45.29%. Thus, the executive post of Inspector of Police Taluk has the highest number of women, paving the way for entrusting women police with mainstream duties. This was possible due to the vision of our leaders in formulating definite policy in this regard, following it up with aggressive efforts to arrive at these percentages. The goal of 33% of women in the police department will be achieved by Tamil Nadu Police Department soon, like all the firsts achieved concerning women police. The first all-women police station in Tamil Nadu was opened at 1000 Lights, Anna Salai, Chennai in 1992, and now all-women police stations are functioning in almost all subdivisions in the state. The women contribute their services in all units of police department, including law and order, crime investigation, CBCID, railways, traffic, intelligence wing, vigilance and anti-corruption, etc. During the inauguration of Golden Jubilee celebrations of women in Tamil Nadu Police, the Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu announced 9 schemes as Navratnas to honor the women in police force. These include conduct of national shooting competition exclusively for women police personnel and a national conference of women in police to discuss the needs, problems, and functioning of women police. The first All India Special Shooting AIPDM competition for women 2024 was organized under the aegis of All India Police Sports Control Board with 13 events for 5 days, wherein 30 teams from 23 states, union territories, and 7 central armed police forces comprising 444 participants, 189 supporting staff participated. Besides trophies, 41 women police personnel won medals in the competition. In this 11th National Conference of Women in Police, 138 delegates from states, union territories, CAPFs, and 170 from Tamil Nadu are participating to deliberate on women police and empowerment, best practices, challenges, and way forward. Sir, the first National Conference for Women in Police was held at New Delhi in the year 2002. The next conference would be celebrating 25 years of this forum of Ncwp. TN Police and BPR&D feel proud and privileged to host this 11th conference as a precursor to the 25 years of Ncwp. It is indeed a great honor to host the National Conference of Women in Police on the 150th birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the architect of India's civil services and our first Home Minister. As police officers, we take pride in reflecting on Sardar Patel's legacy, his vision of a disciplined, impartial, and inclusive police force. Sardar Patel believed that women must have equal rights and responsibilities in building the nation, supported universal adult franchise, girls' education, and stood firmly against social evils like child marriage and dowry. During the Bardoli Satyagraha, Sardar Patel praised the courage of women who stood at the forefront. Today, we face emerging challenges: cybercrime, radicalization, trafficking, urban violence, and the urgent need for gender-sensitive policing. Women officers are now leading from the front in handling these issues, serving in cyber units, disaster response teams, community policing, and criminal investigation with distinction. It is our endeavor that this conference serves as a platform to exchange ideas, address institutional gaps, and reaffirm our commitment to professionalism, equity, and public service. In doing so, we not only honor Sardar Patel, but strengthen the future of inclusive Indian policing. Thank you. Jai Hind.
வரவேற்புரையை வழங்கிய கூடுதல் காவல்துறை இயக்குனர் பொருளாதார குற்றப்பிரிவு அவர்களுக்கு நன்றி. I thank our Additional Director General of Police EOW Madam for delivering the welcome address. விழா பேருரையாற்ற காவல்துறை இயக்குனர் BPRND அவர்களை அன்புடன் அழைக்கின்றோம். I now request the DGP BPRND to kindly deliver the presidential address.
Good morning, Kalai Vanakkam. Honorable Union Home Minister of State Shri Nityanand Rai ji, DGP Tamil Nadu Shri Shankar Ji Wal, DGP Training Sandeep, DGP Shrimati Seema Agrawal, ADGP Economic Offence Wing, ADG BPRND Ravi Joseph, Mrs. Archana Ramasundaram ma'am, our ex-DG SSB and member Lokpal, and friends from across the country and colleagues from media. Once again, a very good morning and welcome to this conference. This 11th National Conference of Women in Police, we are privileged to have with us Honorable Union Minister of State for Home Affairs, Shri Nityanand Rai ji, as our chief guest. Sir, we are deeply honored that you have kindly taken time out of your busy schedule to grace this event. Your presence here is a source of immense pride for all of us, and I extend a very heartfelt welcome to you. Sir, I would like to apprise you that about more than 300 women police officers are present here today, which includes more than 130 officers from across the state and union territories and CAPFs. I welcome all the participants on behalf of BPRND once again. This National Conference of Women was started in year 2002, and it's been organized at the interval of every 2 years. And the main objective is to have in-depth discussions on the role of women in police forces and the issues related with them. Sir, it is because of the brainstorming in these conferences, there has been a significant change in the functioning of women police in different parts of the country. As a result, women police personnel are excelling in their work. I would like to also inform this August House that according to the latest estimates, the total strength of women police personnel is more than 270,000 in the country. This was 1,85,000 in 2019. So we can see the way it has grown in last 5 years, because these 2,70,000 was a figure of 2024. And today, women officers are more than 12% of the actual strength of the total police. While UP has highest number of women personnel, Tamil Nadu is very close third in the number of women personnel. And it has more than 20% of the strength among the total police force. The representation of women in CAPFs is also on the rise, and there are more than 47,000 women personnel in CAPFs, highest being in border security force. So this conference provides a platform for all our women officials to assemble at one common platform and discuss ongoing challenges. So the theme of this conference, Women Police and Empowerment, will have so many subjects which all the participants will be deliberating in next 2 days. And as we can see, the job of police itself is so demanding due to increased challenges and increased accountability and shortage of manpower. Women in police force have additional challenges to face due to high expectations regarding professional responsibilities, along with the equally demanding personal front. But there are several areas in which women have been excelling themselves, and to say a few, community policing is one area where women in police are playing a pivotal role in improving the quality of life and women and children. Women feel more comfortable in sharing their grievances with women police personnel, especially when there are issues like sexual harassment, exploitation, cyberbullying, etc. And counseling is another area in which we find our women officers are of great help. Ladies and gentlemen, our Honorable PM, Shri Narendra Modi ji, had taken Panch Pran during one of these speeches from the historic Red Fort, and one of which included कि गुलामी की सोच से मुक्ति पानी है. और in this context, under the guidance of our Union Home Minister Shri Amit Shah ji, we had a significant development last year when from July 1, 2024, new criminal laws were implemented across the country. This came after a rigorous exercise of 3 to 4 years, and which marked a significant step towards creating a citizen-centric, more accessible and efficient justice system. Among the key features of these new laws is a special attention given to women and children's rights. There are stringent punishments now, including death sentence. There are several victim-centric provisions, and number of timelines introduced, and the emphasis on use of digital and forensic evidence will go a long way in improving the conviction rate in the country. These laws also emphasize a lot of importance on forensic and digital evidence and prioritize the protection of women's identity and dignity. I request all my women colleagues present here in this hall today to spread the awareness about these novel features of new criminal laws among the public, especially the women. BPRND has been addressing the women police-related matters by conducting several training programs on various aspects of crime against women in our CAPT Bhopal as well as in our CDTIs. And under the guidance of MHA, we have been organizing a conference of uniformed women in prison administration also, apart from several studies which we carried out under the banner of National Police Mission. What we have seen over the years, that there are several issues which have emerged in previous conferences, though most of them have been addressed to a large extent, but yet we need to acknowledge that there is still a lot of scope to do better, especially in the respect of infrastructure, gender-sensitive training, and flexibility of working hours for our women personnel. At the same time, there is also a need to realize that even women personnel have to break the stereotype culture that male personnel are more competent by availing equal opportunities, and wherever it is not there, to question it and insist to be available and be considered for all kind of duties. So this conference, I am sure, will resolve in this side also. I am sure the discussions in these 2 days among the women police personnel will result in conceptualizing successful ideas and resolutions which will help in resolving the issues related to our women police. I would like to request all the participants and officials present here to put forward their views openly so that these problems can be discussed. I am extremely grateful to my friend and DGP Tamil Nadu, Shri Shankar Jiwal, for co-hosting this conference and for the extraordinary arrangements. I cannot miss to acknowledge the immense work behind the scene by my batchmate, DG Seema Agrawal, and DG Training, Shri Sandeep Rathod. On behalf of Ministry of Home Affairs, I would also like to thank Government of Tamil Nadu for volunteering to host this important conference. Finally, I would like to convey my sincere thanks once again to Honorable Union Home Minister of State, Shri Nityanand Rai ji, for accepting our invitation to be the chief guest at today's conference and gracing this inaugural function. Sir, your dignified presence always encourages us to further enhance our efforts towards the empowerment of women in police, and we eagerly look forward to your inspirational words. Before I conclude, I would like to quote our Honorable Union Home Minister when he was talking to IPS probationers last year. I quote, "After 75 years, the time has come to focus on core work. Now is the time to protect the rights of citizens and make efforts to prevent atrocities against them." Unquote. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for being a part of it. Thank you for making it happen. I said if everyone is moving towards the same direction, then success takes its own itself. Such is going to be our conference. Now I request our chief guest, Honorable Minister of State, Ministry of Home Affairs, Thiru Nityanand Rai, to deliver the presidential address. Sir, please, your presence means a lot to us. Sir, please.
सबसे पहले मैं एक राह में राष्ट्रीय महिला पुलिस सम्मेलन जो चेन्नई में हो रहा है और इस सम्मेलन में कोई बात मंच पे आसीन हैं डीजी बीपीआरएनडी मनवर राजीव कुमार शर्मा जी, डीजीपी तमिलनाडु मनवर शंकर जीवल जी, डीजीपी अग्निशमन एवं बचाव सेवा श्रीमती सीमा अग्रवाल जी, डीजीपी प्रशिक्षण श्री संदीप राय राठौड़ जी, एडीजी बीपीआरएनडी श्री रवि जोसेफ जी, एडीजीपी आर्थिक अपराध शाखा श्रीमती बाला नागा देवी जी। सबसे पहले तो मैं इस सम्मेलन में देश के कोने कोने से आए हुए सभी अपने महिला अधिकारियों एवं कर्मचारियों का यहाँ हम हृदय से उनका आभार व्यक्त कर रहे हैं कि आप एक अति महत्वपूर्ण विषय पर जो यह सम्मेलन आयोजित है उसमें आप भाग ले रही हैं। अन्य सभी उपस्थित यहाँ वरिष्ठ अधिकारीगण अन्य देवियों, सज्जनों एवं मीडिया के मित्रों, सबसे पहले तो मैं बीपीआरएनडी को और तमिलनाडु पुलिस प्रशासन और तमिलनाडु की सरकार को बहुत ही हृदय से हम आभार व्यक्त करना चाहेंगे कि इतने महत्वपूर्ण इस राष्ट्रीय महिला पुलिस सम्मेलन का भव्य आयोजन कर रहे हैं और इसके लिए हम इनको हार्दिक बधाई भी देते हैं और शुभकामना भी व्यक्त करते हैं। 2 दिवसीय इस सम्मेलन में देश के सभी हिस्सों से पधारी हुई हमारी सभी महिला पुलिस अधिकारियों एवं कर्मचारी जो 2 दिन तक यहाँ अपने इस सम्मेलन का जो थीम है, जो विषय है, उस पर आप विचार यहाँ करेंगे। और मुझे यह भी जानकर बहुत प्रसन्नता हुई कि अगर हमें राष्ट्रीय पुलिस सम्मेलन की मेजबानी तमिलनाडु प्रशासन और यहाँ पुलिस ने हृदय से, जब यह सम्मेलन की चर्चा चली थी तो हृदय से उन्होंने इस सम्मेलन तमिलनाडु को देने के लिए कहा था। और मैं समझता हूं कि हृदय के गहराई से हम सब एक बार तमिलनाडु प्रशासन के लिए जोरदार ताली बजाएं। यहाँ के पुलिस महानिदेशक जीवाल साहब के लिए बजाएं, उनके सहयोगियों के लिए यहाँ ताली बजाकर हम अपनी तरफ से, यानी हम सब की ओर से इनका आभार व्यक्त कर रहे हैं। तमिलनाडु पुलिस 11वें राष्ट्रीय महिला पुलिस सम्मेलन की जिस प्रकार से आयोजन का रूप दिया है, बीपीआरएनडी के डीजी साहब से जब चर्चा हो रही थी तो उन्होंने मुझे अवगत कराया था कि यह अद्भुत और अनोखा होने वाला है। आज 21वीं सदी में भारत की शक्ति को आज दुनिया स्वीकार ही कर रही है। जैसा हम सबको ज्ञात है कि विवेकानंद जी जब एक विदेश दौरे पे गए थे तो हाँ, उनसे किसी व्यक्ति ने पूछा था कि आप तो उस देश का सन्यासी हो जो देश अशिक्षित है, जो देश भूखा है, जो देश बेबस है। स्वामी विवेकानंद जी ने कहा था कि मैं 21वीं सदी का भारत देख रहा हूं, जो भारत न भूखा है होगा, न बेबस होगा, न अशिक्षित होगा। और आज यह देखने को मिल रहा है। इस भविष्यवाणी को करने वाले विवेकानंद जी के बचपन का नाम नरेंद्र और आज दुनिया के सबसे लोकप्रिय नेता भारत। अभी देखिए हैं ऑपरेशन सिंदूर को, और कि हमारी मां बहनों की मांग में सजी हुई सिंदूर सिर्फ सुहाग का ही नहीं होता है, यह शक्ति भी है, सम्मान भी है और संकल्प भी है। निश्चित रूप से भारतवासियों को इस पे गर्व होता है और हम सब इसका आदर करते हैं। भाइयों बहनों, बीपीआरएनडी सम्मेलन का आयोजन लगभग 2 वर्षों के अंतराल में करता है और इसी कड़ी में यह सम्मेलन यहाँ बीपीआरएनडी तमिलनाडु पुलिस के सहयोग से कर रही है। जितना महत्वपूर्ण सम्मेलन का आयोजन होता है उससे भी अधिक महत्वपूर्ण उसकी सिफारिशों पर कार्यवाही की होती है। अतः आप सभी से अनुरोध है कि सम्मेलन से वापस होने के पहले तस्करी के विरुद्ध सर्वोत्तम प्रथाओं जैसे विषयों पर विस्तार से चर्चा भर्ती की शुरुआत की है और इसके लिए तमिलनाडु की पुलिस व्यवस्था निश्चित रूप से अनुकरणीय है। वास्तव में 2023 में तमिलनाडु पुलिस में महिलाओं के प्रतिनिधित्व के 50 साल भी पूरे हो चुके हैं और अपने 50 साल पूरे होने पर तमिलनाडु पुलिस ने उसको सेलिब्रेट भी किया है और महिला सशक्तिकरण का संकल्प भी लिया है जो आदर योग्य है। जैसा आप सभी को विदित होगा कि गृह मंत्रालय के महिला सुरक्षा प्रभाग की स्थापना की गई है, जिसका उद्देश्य देश भर में महिलाओं की सुरक्षा को बढ़ाना, त्वरित न्याय दिलाना एवं एक सुरक्षित वातावरण प्रदान करना है। इस प्रभाग में नीतियों का निर्धारण, रणनीतिक कार्य योजना, समन्वय और योजनाओं का निष्पादन भी सम्मिलित है। इन पहलों पर का उद्देश्य उपयुक्त लक्ष्यों को प्राप्त करने में राज्यों और संघ राज्य क्षेत्रों की सहायता करना है, जिसमें क्षमताओं को बढ़ाना और विधि विज्ञान सुविधाओं का आधुनिकीकरण करना भी शामिल है। इस प्रभाग ने देश के प्रत्येक पुलिस थानों में महिला हेल्प डेस्क स्थापित करने का भी सुझाव दिया है तथा केंद्रीय पीड़ित मुआवजा निधि योजना के माध्यम से विभिन्न अपराध पीड़ितों को समर्थन और सहायता प्रदान कर उनके अधिकारों और सुरक्षा को सुनिश्चित करना है। यौन अपराधों के लिए जो ट्रैकिंग सिस्टम ITSSO है, कानून प्रवर्तन एजेंसियों के लिए उपलब्ध एक ऑनलाइन मॉड्यूल है जो कि प्रत्येक राज्य संघ राज्य क्षेत्र के गंभीर यौन अपराधों को निर्धारित 2 महीनों की समयावधि में जांच पूरी होने की निगरानी करने में सक्षम बनाता है। इसी प्रकार CCTNS जो अपना क्राइम एंड क्रिमिनल ट्रैकिंग नेटवर्क एंड सिस्टम पुलिस के कार्यों की सफलता का एक जीवंत उदाहरण है, जिसे नियमित रूप से अपडेट किया जाना चाहिए और हो भी रहा है। इस सिस्टम के माध्यम से पुलिस को काफी सफलताएं भी मिल रहे हैं और कोऑर्डिनेशन की जो अपनी नीति है उसको काफी सफलता प्राप्त करने में एक बड़ा अवयव साबित हो रहा है। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी पुलिसिंग लैंगिक संवेदनशीलता के बारे में बोलते हैं कि पुलिसिंग लैंगिक संवेदनशीलता की आवश्यकता को देखते हुए पुलिस बलों में पुरुष और महिला कर्मियों के बीच समानता बनाने पर जोर दिया जाना चाहिए। आज देश की बेटियां कठिन से कठिन कर्तव्य भी पूरी ताकत और जोश से निभा रही है। महिला सुरक्षा कर्मियों की मौजूदगी से लोगों विशेषकर महिलाओं में आत्मविश्वास की भावना पैदा होती है। वे स्वाभाविक रूप से महिला सुरक्षा कर्मियों से जुड़ाव महसूस करते हैं। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी का जो महिला सशक्तिकरण और पुलिसिंग में महिलाओं की सहभागिता और उनकी सहभागिताओं को सुनिश्चित करने के लिए काफी बल देने की आवश्यकता पर हमेशा उनका निर्देश होता है और मैं तो सभी राज्यों की पुलिस को विशेष रूप से जरूर हम आभार व्यक्त करना चाहेंगे कि इस कदम को उठाने में कामयाबी हासिल हुआ है। और आज जो रिपोर्ट पढ़ी जा रही थी उसमें महिलाओं की सहभागिता का बढ़ना एक सुखद अनुभव है। फिर भी लेकिन जितनी सहभागिता महिलाओं की होनी चाहिए उतनी सहभागिता अभी भी नहीं हो पा रहा है और मैं समझता हूं कि इसके लिए जागृति की जरूरत है। और जागृति के लिए जो हमारी बहनें हैं, महिला अधिकारी हैं, महिला कर्मचारी हैं, वो महिलाओं के अंदर एक भावनाओं को जागृत करे। अभी भी हमारा समाज कुछ संकुचित भावनाओं से या फिर एक परंपराओं के अनुरूप कि महिलाएं हमारी घर को संभालती है, घर के कामकाज में ही उनकी निपुणता का हम अपने परिवार के संवर्धन के लिए और शांति के लिए करते हैं। लेकिन अब महिलाओं ने यह साबित किया है, हमारी बहनों ने, कि हम घर का भी कामकाज देखने में उतना ही निपुण है जितना हम पर अगर कोई समाज या सरकार के दायित्व का बोझ, दायित्व अगर हमारे कंधे पे आता है तो। इसलिए हम विशेष रूप से आग्रह करेंगे अपनी बहनों से, जो यहाँ अधिकारी कर्मचारी है, महिला अधिकारी कर्मचारी हैं, उनसे कि आप महिलाओं की सहभागिता बढ़ाने में आपकी अहम भूमिका होनी चाहिए। मैं तो चर्चा करता हूँ कभी कभी कि, और एक दो घटनाओं का मैं उदाहरण देता हूँ। बीएसएफ बॉर्डर पर अभी से पहले के कई ऐसे सीमाओं के उस जगहों पे जाने का मौका मिला है जहां हमने अपने बहनों की बहादुरी को देखा है कि कैसे ड्रोन पर निशाना लगाती है, कैसे तत्परता से काम करती है। और अभी भी अपनी दो बहनें जब ऑपरेशन सिंदूर की ब्रीफिंग दे रही थी तो उस समय लगता था कि हमारे देश नारी शक्ति को किस प्रकार से सम्मान देती है और पूछती है। तो मैं बता रहा था, और एक उदाहरण मैं देना चाहूँगा, यहाँ इतने वरिष्ठ अधिकारी हैं। हम अपने बीएसएफ के एडीजी साहब के साथ गए थे बांग्लादेश बॉर्डर के एक विजिट में। एडीजी बड़े अधिकारी होते हैं, हमारी एक पुलिस बहन वहाँ ड्यूटी पर थी, और जो जिस ड्यूटी पर लगाई गई थी देखी भी नहीं, मुड़ी भी नहीं। एक बार उसकी नजर जरूर गई अपने एडीजी साहब पर, हम भी उनके साथ थे। कोई हलचल नहीं, कोई सैल्यूट नहीं, कोई सलामी नहीं, कोई रिस्पांस नहीं, और अपने काम में लगी रही। काम क्या था आप जानते हैं कि अब तो काफी कम गया है। मैं 2020 की बात बता रहा हूं। 2020 के प्रथम चरण में ही लगता है जनवरी फरवरी कुछ रहा होगा। तो कर क्या रही थी, जो गेट है ना अपने फेंस के बाहर, वहां किसानों की जमीन है, खेती करते हैं वहां लोग, वहां मवेशी पालते हैं। लेकिन एक जमाना था, काफी हद तक कम किया गया है, कि वहां मवेशी तस्कर का काम बड़ी जोर से चलता था। अब क्या है कि किसान वहां अपने मवेशी को लेकर उस फेंस के बाहर जाते थे, बाहर बने फेंस के आगे जाते थे अपने खेत में, और शाम में उधर से लौटते थे। तो जाते समय गिनती होती थी और आते समय गिनती होती थी। हम लोग उसी समय पहुंचे जिस समय मवेशियों को फेंस के अंदर, यानी अपने उन कृषि कार्य के जगह से होकर अपने घर के पास मवेशियों को लाने का था। तो मवेशी की गिनती कर रही थी। बाद में उनको हम लोग भोजन पर बुलाए तो उनसे स्वाभाविक एक सवाल था। खुशी तो उसी समय हुई, समझ भी हम लोग उसी समय गए कि आखिर कितनी तत्परता के साथ काम हमारी बहन पुलिस वहां कर रही है। तो भोजन पे हम लोग बुलाए उनको, रात्रि के भोजन पे। तो उनसे मैं ही पूछा कि आप एडीजी थे? बोली सर, एक पलक झपकते मेरी गिनती में गड़बड़ हो जाती और यह ठीक नहीं होता। तो मैंने अपने ड्यूटी का निर्वहन कर रहा था। सर सोचिए कितनी एकाग्रता होती है काम के प्रति, अपने कर्तव्य के प्रति कितनी निष्ठा होती है। मैं तो सलाम करता हूँ ऐसी बहन को। तो इसके लिए ऐसा नहीं कि आज पुलिस महिला अधिकारियों का सम्मेलन है, इसमें हम बोल रहे हैं। हम अन्य सम्मेलन में भी इस बात को बोलते हैं। कोई रहे होंगे उस सम्मेलन पे जरूर सुने होंगे, इसलिए कि मैं बार बार इस चीज को दोहराता हूं। मोदी सरकार द्वारा आपराधिक कानूनों के अंतर्गत महिला अपराध के विरुद्ध विशेष प्रावधान किए गए हैं। आप जानते हैं कि मोदी सरकार ने तो ऐसा कानून बनाया है कि अब उस दुराचारी के खिलाफ जो कानून लाया गया इस मोदी सरकार के द्वारा, और इस 3 नए आपराधिक कानून के पहले भी यह कानून ला दिया गया था। इसमें तो विशेष सुविधा, कैसे न्याय मिले, कैसे सुविधा हो, कि अब ऐसे दुराचारी जो दुराचार करते हैं उनको फांसी तक की सजा का प्रावधान केंद्र की सरकार ने किया है। तो सोचिए, लेकिन ये कब होगा? जब हम उसका इन्वेस्टिगेशन ठीक से करेंगे। हमको जो सुविधाएं दी गई है प्रयोगशालाओं का, फॉरेंसिक लैब का, या ऑन स्पॉट हम जो किट उपलब्ध कराते हैं उसका उपयोग करके तत्परता के साथ, अब मैं इसलिए कह रहा हूं कि व्यवस्था सभी राज्यों ने बनाए हैं। सभी राज्यों के पुलिस प्रशासन के द्वारा यह व्यवस्था बनी है कि महिलाओं के साथ कई दुराचार होता है, उस पर अपराध होता है, तो उसमें हम महिला पुलिस को लगाएंगे, और एक उस इन्वेस्टिगेशन का पार्ट होती है हमारी बहनें, माने हमारे पुलिस अधिकारी। तो आप पर सोचिए कितना दायित्व है। कानून तो बना, लेकिन अपने महिलाओं को न्याय मिले, इसकी पहली जिम्मेदारी अपने पुलिस अधिकारियों को लेनी पड़ेगी, और मैं समझता हूं कि आप लिए भी होंगे, और कहीं उसमें कहीं कोई कमी हो रही होगी तो उसको आप जरूर पूरा करेंगे। केंद्र सरकार और राज्य की सरकार उसमें आपके साथ है। भाइयों बहनों, माननीय गृह मंत्री जी के मार्गदर्शन में सीएपीएफ में बहनों का यानी महिलाओं का भागीदारी बढ़े, इसके लिए बहुत सारे प्रयास किए गए और भागीदारी बढ़ी हुई है। सीएपीएफ में भागीदारी बढ़ी है और सीएपीएफ के कई फोर्सेज ने तो अलग से महिला बटालियन को गठित किया है। इसलिए महिलाओं का सशक्तिकरण की नीति जो केंद्र की है या राज्य की है, वह आज न कल महिला सशक्तिकरण को उस प्रकार से हम कामयाबी की ओर ले जाएंगे जिसको यह देश देख रहा है, और हमारी परंपरा जिसकी पुष्टि करती है कि महिलाओं की सहभागिता के बिना हर बदलाव अधूरा होता है और हर कार्य की पूर्णता में हमारी नारी शक्ति का उपयोग होना चाहिए। और माननीय गृह मंत्री जी हमेशा माननीय अमित शाह जी का इस पर जोर रहता है और उनके मार्गदर्शन में गृह मंत्रालय इस पर अच्छा काम भी किया है। हमारी बहनों की सहभागिता उस पर काफ़ी बढ़ी है। केंद्र द्वारा राज्यों को महिलाओं की हत्या, बलात्कार, हिरासत में महिलाओं के प्रति हिंसा के दोषी पाए गए लोक सेवकों को त्वरित एवं निवारक दंड देने हेतु समुचित उपाय करने, सभी जिलों में महिला अपराध प्रकोष्ठ स्थापित करने, पीड़ित महिलाओं हेतु पर्याप्त परामर्श केंद्र और आश्रय गृह उपलब्ध कराने, विशेष महिला न्यायालयों की स्थापना और महिलाओं को अधिक स्वतंत्र और आत्मनिर्भर बनाने, उत्पीड़न की जांच पड़ताल में तेजी लाने और उसकी गुणवत्ता में सुधार करने का सलाह देती रही है। मुझे विश्वास है कि पुलिस बलों में महिलाओं की संख्या बढ़ाने से आम लोगों का पुलिस के प्रति दृष्टिकोण भी बदलेगा। महिलाओं के कार्यस्थल पर अपेक्षित सुविधाएं और निजता के साधन उपलब्ध हों। खास करके हम तो सभी राज्यों के डीजीपी से भी आग्रह करते हैं या जो पुलिस प्रधान जहां जहां है इसका विशेष रूप से ख्याल रखें। महिला पुलिस कर्मियों को कर्तव्य निर्वहन के साथ पारिवारिक कार्यों को भी निभाना पड़ता है। वरिष्ठ अधिकारियों को इसका सहानुभूति पूर्वक ख्याल रखना चाहिए और रखते भी हैं। एक आज की इस अवसर पर सम्मेलन में भी हम उनसे आग्रह करते हैं। अपने यहाँ नारी किस प्रकार से पूजी जाती है उसको बहुत अच्छे से अपने साहित्यों में, शास्त्रों में, वेदों में, पुराणों में भी वर्णन किया गया है। नारी नाम पूज्यनाद देवा प्रसन्न अस्फुरन संशय। इस श्लोक का अर्थ है कि नारी की पूजा से देवता संपन्न होते हैं। इसमें कोई संदेह नहीं। वेदों में महिलाओं का उल्लेख ऋषियों और विदुषियों के रूप में किया गया है। गार्गी, मैत्रेयी जैसी महिलाओं ने वेदों के ज्ञान में महत्वपूर्ण योगदान दिया है। प्राचीन भारत में भी कई वीरांगनाओं ने इस बात को चरितार्थ भी किया है। भारतीय महिलाएं अपने साहस और नेतृत्व क्षमता में किसी से कम नहीं होती है। चित्तौड़ की रानी पद्मावती हो या गोंडवाना राज्य की रानी दुर्गावती हो या झांसी की रानी हो या शिक्षा के क्षेत्र में सावित्री फुले हो, इनके योगदान को निश्चित रूप से हम प्रेरणा के रूप में लेते हैं और उनके बताए हुए मार्ग पर और उनसे प्रेरणा लेकर हम सब आगे बढ़ते हैं। मैं एक बार पुनः इस सम्मेलन में भाग लेने वाली सभी बहनें जो महिला अधिकारी के रूप में हैं, कर्मचारी के रूप में हैं, उनको हम ढेर सारी शुभकामनाएं देता हूं। साथ ही डीजी बीपीआरएनडी एवं डीजीपी तमिलनाडु को इस सम्मेलन के सफल आयोजन हेतु हृदय से शुभकामना देता हूं। और यह सम्मेलन जिन विषयों को लेकर आयोजित है, वह विषय के आधार पर हम महिला सशक्तिकरण, राज्य की विधि व्यवस्था तथा देश की सेवा में हम निपुणता को हासिल कर इस देश की सेवा में अपने जीवन को जो हम समर्पित का संकल्प लेते हैं, आपके जीवन के हर संकल्प सफलता को पूरा करे, यह हमारी शुभकामना भी है और यही प्रार्थना भी है। जय हिंद, जय भारत।
I thank the Chief Guest, the Honorable Minister of State, Home Government of India, for sharing valuable insights to this august gathering. Thank you, sir, for honoring Tamil Nadu Police and appreciating our initiatives, and also for appreciating the milestone success of women police completing 50 years in Tamil Nadu. Thank you again, sir, for motivating the women force in India, and I thank you, sir, once again. Thank you. To honor our guests, I now request our DGP HOPF, sir, to kindly present the memento to our Chief Guest, the Honorable Minister of State for Home, Government of India. I now request our DGP HOPF, sir, to kindly present the memento to the DGP BPRND. I now request our DGP BPRND, sir, to kindly present the memento to the Chief Guest, Honorable Minister of State for Home, Government of India.
Thank you, sir. Memento being presented as a mark of gratitude. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the last phase. No one knows how many times we healed our own heart to become who we are today. No one fully understands the battle we have faced within ourselves. The moments we had to be our own healer, our own motivator, and our own safe place. And yet here we are, standing, growing, becoming. This is something to be proud of. Thus, the celebration. With this, I request DGP training to Sandeep Sai Rathod, IPS, to deliver the vote of thanks. Sir, please.
It's my great privilege and honor to deliver the vote of thanks on this significant occasion, the 11th National Conference of Women in Police, being held here at Tamil Nadu Police Academy, Chennai, Tamil Nadu. First and the foremost, I would like to thank the Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu for taking the lead in hosting the conference, which has culminated on the culmination of a series of events over 1 year on the 50th year of Women in Tamil Nadu Police. I also extend heartfelt gratitude to our chief guest, the Honorable Minister of State for Home, Shri Nityanand Rai ji, for gracing this event with his esteemed presence. Sir, I thank you for your visionary address, which has inspired everyone present here today. You and your office, along with the BPRND, left no stone unturned in helping us organizing this event. In spite of couple of occasions when we had to change the dates or to adjust to the timing, sir, I thank you for agreeing with our schedule and coming and gracing this occasion. Thank you, sir. We are immensely grateful to the Director General of Police and Head of the Police Force, Tamil Nadu, Thiru Shankar Jiwal, sir, for his leadership and his fostering an enabling environment that promoted in holding this event. Sir, your meticulous planning, continuously following up on all the events which were leading up to today, giving us total support and freedom to act. That's why all present here, ladies and gentlemen, what you see here today is possible because of his help given to the organizing committee. Thank you once again, sir. I also wish to convey my sincere appreciation and thanks to the Director General of Police BPRND, Shri Rajiv Kumar Sharma, sir, for his unhindered support, and a team led by Additional Director General of Police, Shri Ravi Loku, for extending all help, the conceptualization, the nurturing, and the platform which has come here in front of you, the events and the various subjects which were discussed has led to this event today. Thank you once again, DG sir and the BPRND officials. I would also like to thank the DG Fire and Rescue Service, Tirumati Seema Agarwal ma'am, for her exemplary leadership and taking forward the agenda of the conference. This 11th conference has been planned by her and a team of officers in giving the substance, which is the event's main motive and theme. The events which are scheduled for next 2 days have been planned by her and officers working under her. A special vote of thanks to the Additional Director General of Police, Economic Offences Wing, Tamil Nadu, Tirumati Bala Nagadevi, for her tireless effort and significant role in organizing today's event. There are many officers here sitting among us which are also heading various committees. I would not like to name them individually, but thank you each and every officer who have made this event a success. I would fail in my duties if I don't acknowledge the presence of our retired officers, DGP Madam Thiru Latika Saran, who was the first Commissioner of Police and DGP in India, retired DGP Madam Tirumati Archana Ramasundram ma'am, retired ADGP Tirumati Vanita, who happened to be the first state-level gazetted officer recruited in Tamil Nadu. Thank you, ma'ams, for all your presence and being part of this event and supporting us. I also thank the members of the press and media who have made this event as their priority and have gathered here. Thank you very much, one and all. I also would like to thank all the delegates, participants, and other officials who have gathered here today. I agree it is hot summertime, the peak of summer in Tamil Nadu. We have tried our best to make your stay, your arrangements in the academy, outside the academy, and food to be very particular to the best of our efforts. If there is any shortfall, please do forgive us and help us organize this event in a befitting manner. Thank you one and all for being present here today, and thank you on my own behalf. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. It was straight from your heart. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the last session, I request one and all to raise for national anthem. Thank you, sir. Please be seated. We'll be having a photography session after this. We request the delegates, only the delegates, that is delegates from other state, to kindly assemble at the exit point, at the entry point of the conference. There are people to assist you. Please come from the exit point and please occupy your respective seat. Only for the delegates, please. Delegates, please move fast because Chief Guest has got his flight. You please move fast since a group photo with the VIP needs to be taken immediately. हम डेलीगेट से रिक्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं कि आप जल्दी जाके अपने अपना जगह पे बैठ जाइए. चीफ गेस्ट कुछ थोड़ी देर में उनका फ्लाइट है. डेलीगेट से निवेदन है कि थोड़ा जल्दी करें और वहां पे अपनी जगह पे बैठ जाइए. थैंक यू.
There are moments in history when change doesn't arrive with thunder. It arrives quietly in the form of a salute. A pair of boats stepping into a station for the first time. A woman's voice on the radio, calm in crisis. A mother, a daughter, a leader wearing khaki. For too long, the word police echoed only with the image of a man. But across the decades, that image evolved. It grew bolder, wiser, stronger, and more complete. Today, we do not merely commemorate time. We honor transformation. 50 years of women in the Tamil Nadu police force. We remember those who were first, who dared to stand alone. We salute those who followed, who made the force their calling, their career, their home. And we celebrate the future, led by women who serve not just with strength, but with purpose. From patrolling our cities to guarding our leaders, from rescuing the vulnerable to scaling seas and skies, these women have proven one truth beyond doubt. When a woman wears the uniform, she does not borrow power. She brings her own. This is their story. This is our tribute. Medal ceremony for women officers. The Honorable Chief Minister honored women officers who have rendered meritorious service. These medals are more than metal. They are badges of bravery, sacrifices remembered, and service rewarded.
Good morning. Delegates who present here, please go outside for the group photo.
Footage from
Minister of State is coming.
1973 shows a quiet revolution. Women marching in khaki, confident, determined. They may have been few in number, but each step was a roar against inequality. This was the dawn of a new chapter. It was under the leadership of former Chief Minister Dr. Kalaignar M. Karunanidhi that policies began to shift in support of women in the police force. He didn't just open doors, he laid foundations. A visionary who saw equality not as a dream but as a plan in action. Nation's criminal justice system. Her trailblazing career reached another milestone when she was appointed as the first woman officer to head the Sashastra Seema Bal, a paramilitary force that safeguards India's borders with Nepal and Bhutan. Tirumati V. Vanitha IPS. In 1991, Tirumati Vanitha became the first women deputy superintendent of police in Tamil Nadu. She rose to the rank of additional director general of police, showing how far women could go when given the opportunity. First all-women police station. In 1992, Tamil Nadu established the first all-women police station in Thousand Lights, Chennai. It was more than a station. It was a statement. Today, 244 such stations operate across the state, protecting and empowering countless lives every day. Women Police in Tamil Nadu 50th year celebrations. 50 years Golden Jubilee celebration. A milestone, a memory, a movement. In 2023, under the leadership of Honorable Chief Minister Thiru M.K. Stalin, the Tamil Nadu Police marked 50 years of women in the force. A Golden Jubilee celebration that honored the past and ignited the future, reminding every girl that her place is anywhere she dreams to stand. Honorable Chief Minister welcomed by Women's Mounted Branch. Women escorting Honorable Chief Minister by Mounted Branch. During the Golden Jubilee events, the women officers of the Mounted Branch escorted the Honorable Chief Minister in full ceremonial pride. Once a legacy of colonial security, the Mounted Branch now gallops forward with the power of inclusion. Its legacy redefined by the grace and the command of women. Cell escort. The all-women core security team led by Sub-Inspector Dhanush Kannagi escorted the Honorable Chief Minister during the Golden Jubilee celebration. Formed in the year 2022, this elite 9-member team showcases tactical brilliance, calm under pressure and total readiness. They are the silent shields, protectors of leadership and symbol of trust.
பொன்விழா என்று சொல்லப்பட்டாலும் இது பொன்விழா. மிக மிக கம்பீரமாக சிங்க பெண்களை போல் உட்கார்ந்திருக்கக்கூடிய உங்களை எல்லாம் பார்க்கும்போது இதை பார்க்க தந்தை பெரியார் இல்லையே, பேரறிஞர் அண்ணா இல்லையே, முத்தமிழறிஞர் தலைவர் கலைஞர் அவர்கள் இல்லையே என்ற ஏக்கம்தான் எனக்கு முதலில் வந்தது. பெண்களில் கையில் இருக்கும் கரண்டியை பறித்து புத்தகங்களை கொடுத்தால் போதும்னு சொன்னவர் தந்தை பெரியார் அவர்கள். காவல் பணியும் செய்து வருவதால் அவர்களின் நீண்ட நாள் கோரிக்கையான ரோல் கால் எனப்படும் காவல் வருகை அணிவகுப்பு இனிமேல் காலை 7 மணி என்பதற்கு பதிலாக 8 மணி என்று மாற்ற வைக்கப்படும். சென்னை நம்பர் 2 சென்னை மற்றும் மதுரை ஆகிய பெருநகரங்களில் பெண் காவலர்கள் தங்க விடுதிகள் விரைவில் அமைக்கப்படும். 3 அனைத்து காவல் நிலையங்களிலும் பெண் காவலருக்கென கழிவறை வசதியோடு தனி ஓய்வறை கட்டித்தரப்படும். 4 பெண் காவலர்கள் காவல் நிலையங்களில் பணிக்கு வரும்போது தங்களது குழந்தைகளை தனியாக விட்டுவிட்டு வரக்கூடிய சூழலை உணர்ந்து சில மாவட்டங்களில் காவல் குழந்தைகள் காப்பகம் தொடங்கப்பட்டுச்சு. அதை முழு அளவில் மேம்படுத்தி செயல்படுத்தும் விதமாக விரைவில் தேவையான அனைத்து இடங்களிலும் காவல் குழந்தைகள் காப்பகம் அமைக்கப்படும். 5 பெண் காவல் ஆளுநர்களின் திறமையை முழுமையாக அங்கீகரிக்கும் விதமாக பெண்களை முதல் முறையாக காவல் பணியில் ஈடுபடுத்திய முத்தமிழறிஞர் தலைவர் கலைஞர் அவர்களின் நினைவாக அவருடைய பெயரில் கலைஞர் காவல் பணி விருதும் கோப்பையும் ஆண்டுதோறும் வழங்கப்படும். 6 ஆண் காவலர்களுடன் போட்டியிட்டு வெற்றி பெறும் இன்றைய சூழ்நிலையில் பெண் காவலர்கள் குடும்ப தலைவிகளாகவும் பல பொறுப்புகளை ஆற்ற வேண்டியிருப்பதால் அவர்களது குடும்ப சூழலுக்கேற்ப விடுப்பு பணியிட மாறுதல் வழங்குமாறு காவல் உயர் அலுவலருக்கு உரிய உத்தரவுகள் வழங்கப்படும். 7 பெண் காவலர்களுக்கு துப்பாக்கி சுடும் போட்டி தனியாக ஆண்டுதோறும் நடத்தப்பட்டு விருதுகளும் பரிசுகளும் வழங்கப்படும். அதேபோல் தேசிய பெண் காவலர்களுக்கு இடையேயான துப்பாக்கி சுடுதல் போட்டியை தமிழ்நாட்டில் நடத்திட ஏற்பாடு செய்யப்படும். 8 பெண் காவல் ஆளுநர்களின் தேவைகள் பிரச்சனைகள் செயல்திறன் பற்றி கலந்து ஆலோசனை செய்யும் விதமாக காவல்துறையில் பெண்கள் எனும் தேசிய மாநாடு ஆண்டு தமிழ்நாட்டில் நடத்தப்படும். 9 பெண் காவல் ஆளுநர்கள் தங்கள் பணிமுறையை மேலும் செம்மைப்படுத்திக் கொள்ளும் விதமாக குடும்பம் மற்றும் வாழ்க்கையை மேம்படுத்திக் கொள்ளும் விதமாக டிஜிபி அலுவலகத்தில் பணி வழிகாட்டும் ஆலோசனை குழு ஒன்று அமைக்கப்படும். இந்த அறிவிப்புகள் உங்கள் அனைவருக்கும் பெரும் மகிழ்ச்சி ஏற்படுத்தி தரும் நம்புகிறேன். உங்களுடைய கரவொலியின் மூலமாக அதை நான் உணர்கிறேன்.
Cycle rally from Chennai to Kanyakumari, flagged off by Honorable Chief Minister. 100 women police personnels, 750 kilometers, one unbreakable spirit. This rally inspired thousands and proved that strength is measured not just in muscle, but in willpower. Sea sailing expedition, flagged off by Honorable Deputy Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. In a display of endurance and team spirit, 25 women police officers sailed 1,000 kilometers over 8 days from Puliket to Point Gallimar. Through storms and fatigue, they sailed with one mission: to prove that no sea is too vast for a woman determined to navigate it. The Pink Patrol was launched by Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Thiru M.K. Stalin, to safeguard women and children. These officers on two-wheelers restore confidence across public spaces day and night, a mobile fortress of safety.
Can play the AV later. All delegates are requested to go visit the exhibition and have your lunch there. And reassemble at 1:45 for the second session. We request all delegates to go see the exhibition is the place where the lunch is also served. So you can go have your lunch and see the exhibition. And then come for the second session at 1:45 sharp.